All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saultsports.com for our Thursday night slugfest here with the St. Mary's Knights versus the White Pines Wolverines in senior football action here at the Sergeant Fott Fieldhouse at Superior Heights High School. I'm Scott McPherson, joined here by Coach Ray Bazwa here, and we are looking forward to a great tilt.
Scotty doing his DJ work here on the side. Hello, rock and roll heaven.
All right, take it away there, Baz.
Well, you know what, folks, we're going to be entertained for another great game tonight, and I know both teams are preparing, and both teams know their offense and defense, so I think we're in for a treat tonight. Pretty quiet night in the stands. Usually it's jammed up here, so folks have still got time to get up here. It's not even raining yet, so a little bit of a mist, but nothing crazy. We're treated to another night of great football in Sault Ste. Marie. The White Pines Wolverines are on the north end of the field, and they will be kicking off to the St. Mary's Knights, who occupy the south end of the field. We are just about to get the kickoff underway.
Looks like
just waiting for referee Edwards to blow it in.
At the Blonda back for the Knights.
And as soon as White Pines was on the wrong hash marker here, so they got to move up to the 45 and get reestablished. And we'll be underway in no time at all. So White Pines kicking off. St. Mary's receiving.
To kick off for
Landon
White Pines.
DeVries is kicking off, and we're out. And a short kick here. White Pines trying to cover it off, tried a little bit of a shenanigan there, and
onside kick.
Fortunately, they were able to touch it, but unfortunately, St. Mary's recovered the touch. So St. Mary's will have the ball somewhere around the 41, 42-yard line. So,
what do you mean, unfortunately? What are you cheering for?
Oh, I wasn't cheering for anybody.
Unfortunately for the Wolverines, they were unable to capitalize on that onside kick.
See, that's what I meant.
Sorry, that was Vecchio who fell on the ball.
Vecchio with the reception or the cover for the Knights, and they'll take over on about the 40-yard line, 41.
For you folks watching from home, my son happens to be the head coach for the White Pines team, and Scotty's son is a star player here for the St. Mary's Knights. So we've got a little bit of jousting going on in the box up here tonight.
All in good fun. Matty Tucker back to pass. He's got Carter down the sideline, wide open, and he's able to haul it in. He's able to.
It goes to Nate Carter.
It is a reception. And a nice start for the St. Mary's Knights
yards
from the 40 to the 40.
That was a pretty terrific ball and an easy catch for a star athlete like Carter. So easy pitch and catch for them, and I'm sure that White Pines is not the way they wanted this thing to start.
So,
nice long pass, probably about 35, 40 yards. And
from the 38-yard line of White Pines.
Terrific start if you're head coach Jim Monaco. So
Tucker will take over from the 38. In the shotgun. Snap is out. Hand off to 22. Over
hand off to Blonda. He was
almost
off.
8 or 9 yards. Gain of 9 on the play, we'll call it. 2nd and 1 for Blonda on the carry. They actually gave him only credit for about 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. Landon Surratt with the tackle for the Wolverines.
Blonda's run is good for about 7 yards. 2nd and 3 for the Knights.
You know, Landon's been in and out of the lineup for the White Pines team this year, and a couple of injuries, but he's out there, and he's a force to be reckoned with for the White Pines team.
Absolutely. A great athlete and a great kid. As Tucker sits in the shotgun formation. And it looks like he's going to roll it out. He's going to call his own number. Design play run for the quarterback. Looks like he might be close to running on the spot for a first down.
He's hit by number 43.
I think that was a little bit of a generous half-yard spot there by referee Chow, but it's going to be a first down regardless.
Neshoba Moore on the stop for the Wolverines. And again, we said a lot of these Wolverines have been playing two sides of the ball. A little short bench on the green side. Same problem they had a little bit in the junior. A few more bodies here at the senior level, but a lot of these Wolverines will be going two ways and playing specials as well. So,
well, you have to get your elite athletes on the field anyways at this point of the year, Scotty. So, you know, there's nowhere but home if you don't win the game. So,
and they throw it out to 24. Kearney
on the Blonda, pass out
swing
to 24.
Pass.
Nick Kearney
unable to haul it in.
Pass falls incomplete.
That will be 2nd and 10.
That'll set up
from the 28-yard line. So as we mentioned, St. Mary's the favorite coming in here. one blemish on the season, an early season loss to Cora Colts. Wolverines the underdog here, but as you say, in football, you got to play the game, and anything can happen. 0-0 score with 9:56 to go. St. Mary's marching the ball. And Tucker elects to roll out. He's looking deep. He's got a man. Looks like Carter on the sidelines.
Downfield.
No, number 20.
It's number 20, Landry Jacarton.
You know, terrific effort there by Jacarton.
Manages to stay
Managed a little toe tapper on the side, got both feet in, and they're going to move the ball up for another first down for St. Mary's.
Fantastic. So Jacarton out in a receiver role. One of their star receivers, Jaden Trudeau, inactive today because of illness. So they'll be leaning on Jacarton and the other receivers in that set to pick up the slack for Mr. Trudeau, who will hopefully be back tomorrow or next week if the Knights are fortunate to advance to the final.
First and 10 from the 14.
Tucker with one back in the backfield. And the play is a run play. Blonda trying to march into the end zone. He's pushing forward. Gets all the way down to the one.
Blonda with a good run.
Nice stop on the
To
Wolverines.
the line of scrimmage, was tackled just shy.
You know, he's been a huge addition to the St. Mary's group this year. Elite athlete, coming back after a decision to hang up the cleats, the skates for cleats, and he's been a welcome addition to Coach Monaco's staff. Pairing it up nicely with the terrific wideouts that they have. So.
Yeah, and again, that's Blonda. Obviously, he and Wardell, two great hockey players that only started playing football this season, and they, by nature of being a great athlete, just took to it and really progressed well. And hopefully, Wardell will be back in the final if they are fortunate to make it. And back with a good 1-2 punch in the backfield there. Tucker looks, he's going to call his own number, and he's going to ramble in, scrambling for the first touchdown
for the touchdown for the Knights.
of the night. So a nice job. Tucker, usually known to sit in the pocket and throw the ball, but called his number a couple times today with pretty good results. So
he pretty much got almost all the way in there untouched. I know Tristan Holsworth was trying to knock that ball out of his hands, and when you're trailing somebody, that's the right play, but not the start that White Pines wanted, but definitely the start that St. Mary's wanted. Getting on the board early, 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, and St. Mary's will be getting ready to do the extra point kick.
And they run the quads overload here, and they've been doing this all season. They'll shift back if they don't like the setup, but they throw to Carter. A one-on-one situation. They're able to scamper it in. Blocker on blocker.
2-point conversion.
White Pines didn't adjust or had an odd man situation. Carter's able to scamper in easily for the 2-point conversion. So 8-0 is your lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the ruling is on. They're putting that puck on the ground, and there used to be something, if I'm not mistaken, Scott, that once you put that puck on the ground, that it impedes somebody running on the field. Somebody, but I don't know. Perhaps I'm mistaken, but we can get clarification later on. But kudos to St. Mary's for pulling off their first 2-point conversion of the game.
As you called it earlier, some shenanigans early, but we were talking earlier about what a beautiful night it is here at the field house, and mentioning that earlier this morning we woke up to cats and dogs. I'm sure that Coach Bazawa was looking forward to a rainy day and evening the playing field going against this aerial attack that Tucker has with the St. Mary's Knights.
Well, Scotty, I gotta give you a little retort on that one. He actually didn't want anything to do with the rain tonight. He likes staying dry on the sideline just like his old man. So.
All right. So the game plan is just to beat them on the ground, limit their aerial attack. Obviously, that one ran in by Tucker, so they take an 8-0 lead. But we'll see lots of high-flying action here. And I'm glad you can join us here at Saultsports.com, True House Radio, as the St. Mary's Knights look to kick off. We'll probably have Carter doing. Oh no, Vecchio is the kicker here, and they're going to try the onside kick. Nonsense. Again, shenanigans tucked before there's 10 yards. So
yeah, that's going to get White Pine's going to get terrific field field placement here. They're going to be inside. He touched that somewhere around the 50
53-yard line, I got to think, and they're going to get the ball there. So
Nice return by the White Plains Wolverines by virtue of the penalty to the St. Mary's Knights. If you're watching at home, they tried an onside kick. Quick little break of the huddle and surprise attack, but
yeah, it was a jailhouse break kickoff where everybody goes and makes the play.
Down by the little shed there. We'd appreciate someone sending them a text, shut the lights off. It does shine straight into the eyes
So the White
of
Pines
the team
Wolverines will be taking the ball inside the St. Mary's zone at the 53. So after the penalty, 53 yards for the White Pines Wolverines to
vehicles in the other end, please shut your headlights off.
start their drive. Nice ball thrown out to 43. Beautiful ball thrown by Garen Pine.
Yeah, that's a Vincent there with on the receiving, and a great start for White Pines. 5 yards right off the bat, Scott.
Yeah, and beautiful throw and catch and run play for Vincent. And he's not normally one of their primary receivers, but did a nice job hauling that in. Looked pretty natural doing that.
So shutting them off, we appreciate it.
You know, with the back half of the year, they're really utilizing him even more.
After a nice run at 2nd and about 3 for White Pines from the St. Mary's.
We're going to see how much he gets the ball this evening.
2nd and 3 as Pine hands off to number 2, I believe.
Keenan Buzzell
on the carry, and he's got enough for the first down.
Close to the 40, and the first down for the Wolverines.
And again, I think it's important for the Wolverines to be
65,
going punch for punch with the St. Mary's Knights. You can't let them have too many more opportunities than the Green Squad, so they're going to be looking to score here and score often and maybe surprise these Knights with a little bit of razzle-dazzle here. So Keenan in the backfield. Pine gets the snap. He rolls out. Looked like a design play, rolling out. Throwing to
13.
13 is
Rowan Wisłowski.
Rowan Wisłowski with the reception.
Nice job. Dad Darkus must be
He's tackled
proud. Mom
by
Teresa
Kevin Juma.
watching here at the field house. So great start for Wisłowski and the Wolverines as they continue to march, gaining about 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 4.
See what Coach Robinson Wright's got dialed up here for the White Pines team.
Snap is up. Pine under pressure gets brought down by 65.
Cat LeBlanc with the sack
65, Cat LeBlanc.
You know, I got to think Coach Wright's got to rethink that one. He's not going to have that much time with that defensive line from St. Mary's, and I know it's up to the White Pines team to make sure they're blocking and get all their assignments done. But those are long developing routes, and you know what? They had a lot of momentum going here, and they got to keep rolling on that. So.
Yeah, looks like they maybe go for it on 3rd down here. So electing not to punt. And they're rolling out. There's a flag on the play. Pines has to step up, and he throws nicely completed to number 4, who's got enough for the first down. Let's see.
Nicholas Ludet with another great catch there, Scotty.
Oh, number 4, Nicholas Ludet for the Pines.
Good enough for first down yardage, but we do have.
The play wasn't blown dead, so I think St. Mary's was going to be guilty of being offside in the lineup or in the neutral zone, Scott.
I think you're correct, and Wolverines doing a nice job. Garen Pine delivering the ball efficiently, nicely thrown to Ludet. The penalty is the offside against the Knights, so looks like the Wolverines will be.
So that's offside against St. Mary's. Penalty will be declined. First down, White Pines.
And that's a good decision by Wolverines after the 12, 13-yard pickup to move the sticks. That'll bring them near the red zone to the 30.
34. No, sorry, my bad. 29, I think, Scotty.
29 is where they'll resume this march, and a pretty efficient march at that, as Garen Pine is tossing the ball around the field here, having some success. Hands it off inside, number 2, Keenan Buzzell. He'll pick up 3 off tackle.
Nice little carry.
LeBlanc with the stop for the Knights.
With the tackle again.
Yeah, you know what? Great tackle there by Kent. He's Sabercat player during the summer. Got to watch him quite a bit over the summer. Always a strong performer for Coach Monaco and the St. Mary's Knights. I think it's going to be great to see White Pines with a full squad. They don't have too many injuries over there tonight, so looks like it's paying off for them here.
And a handoff is taken around the end. There's number 4, Ludet. He's going to scamper out to about the first down line.
Oh, and there's a free.
Boyer with the
There's going to be
tackle.
a free 10 yards for unnecessary roughness, or
Unloaded.
potentially even 15, depending on what the
gets
flag
the
was
first
thrown from
down.
there. He was the play was already dead, and
Nice
the
9-yard
St. Mary's
play.
Knight threw the White Pine player out of bounds, and he wasn't even involved in the play. So I think Coach Monaco is not going to be happy with that. He wants kids to play under control and don't give free yards out, right?
And the defense for the St. Mary's Knights have been playing pretty good, whistle to whistle.
So with the
able to
unnecessary
keep their
roughness foul
motions in
against
check
St.
last
Mary's,
couple of
they'll back
games.
them up inside
Have
the
really
5-yard line.
been a factor in the outcomes of those games. So they'll have to get back to the basics here, and looks like they'll bring in a replacement for 13 and reset here. Number 20, Trecarton in. And so, inside the 10. Buzzno's going to take it.
I don't think he got in. We don't have the signal, but he's awful close.
I think he cut the distance in half, probably inside the 2-yard line. We'll see where the spot is, but a nice forge ahead. Nice stop by the St. Mary's defense.
He got some yards, but
prevent
he did
the
not signal
touchdown.
for touchdown. They're marking it pretty close to the goal line.
So we got a first and goal here. Inside both the 2, maybe the 1-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to
Old eyes
see
are
some
failing
old
me
school
now.
football here, Scotty. A little ramrod trying to get it in the end zone.
Well, smash mouth up the front. Buzno has to bounce it outside.
Poor choice, in my opinion, on there, Scotty. You got the defensive line in the center. Knowing when the ball is going to be snapped, and he tried to get outside over top of over his tackle, and when you're that close to the end zone, you got to just keep pushing the ball forward, right? So.
And I want to see them go for it here on third, and looks like they will inside 2-yard line. And we'll look to Buzzno, see if he gets the ball, or let's see if Pine calls his own number. They do the end around, and looks like it's in for the touchdown. Well, a nice start for the Wolverines, able to march down. Nicholas Ludit scampers in from the 1 or 2, giving the White Pines Wolverines 6 points. So now, Coach, do you try and match it up with the 2-point conversion, or you kick the one to be satisfied?
You know what? White Pines hasn't kicked the ball very much this year at all, so I'm going to guess that they're going to go for it here and get 2 and see if they can match it up. But, Coach Boswell's got to be ecstatic with that. Those kids marched the ball all the way down the field, and, and they've tied this game up. Last time that it was a big blowout, and they look like they're prepared to, not roll over tonight. So.
Hats off to them. They have marched down and matched that intensity of the St. Mary's Knights, scoring on their first drive. And, of course, that drive set up by the onside kick that was resulting in a penalty to the Knights, giving the Wolverines a good starting point. Now the Wolverines, after scoring their touchdown, go looking for 2. And it's Pine throwing over the top, and he's got Ludit, it looks like.
Yep, for sure.
For the 2-pointer, and a nice route.
Nice
roll out by Garen Pine.
Ball game.
If I wasn't impressed earlier by Garen Pine, I certainly am today. He looks like he's brought his playoff game to the table, and he's going to give that St. Mary's defense some fits today. So,
in talking with the White Pines coaching staff there, they can't say enough about Garen Pine and what a terrific athlete he is. And, I've heard the term quite often that he's one of their best athletes, and when he steps up to perform, nothing can stop his performance. So hats off to him and all of the team there. They had put a terrific drive in, marched down the field with a short field actually, and they tied this game up. So 8-8, 3 minutes to go. Terrific start for both teams. We're going to see how the rest of this game shakes out, Scotty.
yeah. And the thing you mentioned, Pine being an elite athlete, the best thing about elite athletes is they elevate the people around them. So they
To kick off.
They make the people around them better. They walk with confidence. They
Blonda
execute,
and
and
Vecchio back
it's
to St.
contagious. Blonda and Vecchio back for the Knights, waiting for the White Pines kickoff. Looks like Drayden Brock.
Yeah, you got to think that White Pines is going to try and keep the ball away from Blonda with that speed, and you're going to see a few things here, I imagine.
Sorry, not Drayden Brock, but 87 for the Wolverines. I'm mixing up my Steelhawks here, but onside kick is tried.
Tackle by 13 was Lockie.
Received by Carter.
It's like Nate Carter with the
Thinking
ball.
if I'm going to kick the onside kick, I'm going to kick it away from Nate Carter. But
I'd be willing to bet that that's not the person they're kicking the ball to. So it kind of floated out a little bit. I don't think
the kicker got where he wanted to place that ball.
Exactly.
I think they're trying to get that into behind the second line. Typically, when you're doing that, you're trying to get that first line's right up nice and close, and you're trying to get it just past that 13 to 15 yard marker. And but sometimes you got to watch because you're giving them the ball at a pretty good advantage here at the center half.
All right, Tucker back in the shotgun, starting from midfield, put the 54-yard line. He's got the hitch out to number 5. Lutzy catches it, takes him back, move back inside. Nice pound inside. Gains about 8 yards, but met by number 3, Allsworth, and number
8-yard gain, 7-yard gain.
Yeah,
Shoba Moore connecting for a big impact there. Lutzy pulls off his feet, but
Lutzy's a pretty tough customer there, just like his old man, and not afraid of a little bit of contact for sure. So terrific catch by him, and Matty Tucker delivered the ball in a perfect spot.
Second and 3 from
second
the
and 3 we're going to face.
47-yard line of the Wolverines.
2nd and 3 is the call. Let's see what Matty Tucker dreams up in his sleep. He rolls it out, holds on to it. He's running out of room. Makes a nice move to get away, but he's wrapped up by 43, and that's Vincent.
Tucker rolls out with nowhere to go.
And again, back to the original line of scrimmage. Loss of 7 or 8.
I think we're going to get a little bit of, as I said earlier, we got some shenanigans going over here. Referee Fitzpatrick threw the flag, so I don't know what going to be some unnecessary roughness, I would have to say, or a hold, one of the two. So
must have been away from the play. Everything looked good on the tackle here, but unnecessary roughness against the St. Mary's Knights. A face mask is the call. So they'll back
That's a
them up.
face mask penalty against the Knights.
Definitely a punt situation for the Knights.
yeah, you know what, Coach Monaco is not going to be happy with that. I know Jimmy a long time, and foolish penalties like that, it's okay to let your emotions get in the game, and you got to utilize those without taking foolish penalties and costing your team yardage.
So they'll back them up 15 yards. St. Mary's going to punt. Looks like Nate Carter to punt.
Nate Carter will be back to punt for the St. Mary's Knights from about
Moore and McCorkle.
Ball will be snapped from the 42-yard line. Moore and McCorkle back
as usual, back there for the Wolverines.
Way back at the 10. They're expecting the wind gust to.
I don't know. Carter's got a pretty big leg. He's been pounding some pretty good ones we've seen. So, except for that one, I think I might have jinxed him, Scotty. He didn't make that one any more past the 50. So, unfortunately for St. Mary's here, that ball didn't go as far as they wanted it, and White Pines is going to take advantage of some a short field again at the 46.
Good news for the boys using the yard markers. Don't have to go for any exercise, and they'll step up a yard, and that's where the Wolverines will take over. Looks like the 46-yard line is the starting point for the second drive for the Wolverines. So again, we'll see what Coach Baswa has up his sleeve.
Just a reminder, concessions are open.
Did a nice job throwing the ball on that first drive and marching down the field, so they're hoping for much more here. Number 2, maybe take a lead here on these St. Mary's Knights. So Pine back in the shotgun. He looks to throw, and he throws a beautiful ball, and it's
I don't think he's seen it coming. I don't even think he was expecting it.
Like for number 8.
And number 3,
Liam
Liam Willett on the cover.
It was terrific coverage, though, Scotty. I got it. Maybe the St. Mary's Knight defender got in between him and the side of the ball, but I got to tell you that that ball was on a rope by Garen Pine, and that was right on the money. And unfortunately, I don't think lights do sometimes play a little bit trick playing at night, but that was a terrific ball, and he didn't come down with it. So
I think if you're in the Shoba Moore and you see that a little earlier, you can draw the contact and draw the penalty, whether you catch it or not. You can initiate a little contact, and Willett wasn't looking back. So Pine rolls out. He's going to take it on his own. He's going to chase down. He beats number 3 to the corner.
Pine
and out past for the first down.
12, 13 yards for first
inside
down.
the St. Mary's territory. So St. Mary's with some.
I think somebody forgot to tell the White Pines team they're the underdog today, because they're excited over there. Every play, they're all cheering each other on, and that's what you got to have. You know what I mean? You want to make a difference and support your teammates, and they're excited. They're in this game and they can feel it, and it's up to St. Mary's to match the intensity.
Yeah. And just having spoken with a teenager playing in this game earlier this week, told them not to get ahead of themselves and look towards the final. They are the favorite, but not playing like it today, as number 91, Cohen Crillo, makes a stop there and help from number 45.
Jacob Lesage with the carry.
Jacob Lesage on the carry for the Wolverines.
That's one of the first times we've seen Jacob carry the ball this evening for White Pine, so he got to a couple yards. and we'll see what White Pines got cooked up here for second down.
2nd and 9 is the play. Again, 3-down football here in senior, so a little change of pace, a little more aerial attack, a little more
tackle on massage.
stretching it down the field. And the snap is out. Shotgun formation. Pine throws it away. Pass intended for 3.
Avoiding the sack.
Tristan Hallsworth, but
Throws it away, sets up.
more of a rush. Deliver that ball and get rid of it and let it fight another day.
There's another flag down, Scotty. I'm not sure what it is. Referee Fitzpatrick threw that flag, so we're going to see what's going to go on. But
A little sloppy start here for
the flag is against White
Knights.
Pines, and we're going to see it's a decline by Coach Monaco. And
Penalty is
should be
declined.
third down now, I believe.
Will be 3rd down with that decline of the penalties. So
And White Pine's going to be electing to punt the ball this time and not go for it on third down. So smart choice, I believe, as long as their punter Neshoba Moore can get a kickoff. And St. Mary's, I think they're going to want to put some pressure on here and see if they can move the ball down the field on their next possession.
3rd and 9 for the Wolverines.
So it looks like
Jack
McPherson
McPherson
back,
to receive the
number
punt.
81 for
Neshoba
the
to kick.
Knights. As Neshoba Moore takes the snap, this will be the last play of the first quarter, barring any penalties. And a kick off the side of the boot, out of bounds, about the 20-yard line. We'll see.
15, I think.
Should be a flag there. Had one of the guys running off
chance at
late.
run back.
Instead,
Well, I'm not sure that I counted an extra guy. Maybe he thought he wasn't supposed to be on there, but
Hallsworth running off there.
none of the referees seem to share the the opinion that they had too many. So it looks like it's going to be St. Mary's ball on the quarter change. We're going to flip the dish here, and St. Mary's will take the ball on the other end of the field.
So a decent or a very good start for the White Pines Wolverines, and an uncharacteristic start for the St. Mary's Knights. A little sloppy play, some penalties that they're going to hope to clear up. And like you said, head coach Jim Monaco is going to have to rally his troops and get them back into it. It's still only an 8-8 game. I'm sure, given the situation, I'm sure Coach Bazwa is thrilled that he's tied at 8 after one quarter. Obviously, 3 more quarters to play, and we're in for a great game here on Saultsports.com. Thanks for joining us, True Host Radio. Coach Ray Bazwa, myself, Scott McPherson.
Lots of punting going on down over here. I'm not sure what's going on. The St. Mary's coaches aren't too thrilled. They got more coaches on the field than players now, most over there. So I don't know what they're asking about, but obviously they're not happy with something. So maybe they suspected the extra man on the field and nobody caught it, but who knows?
Maybe that's the call. We saw it up there in the booth. Either way, they are marching the ball forward, so maybe they...
No, it's a spot issue, Scott. The spot was wrong. So they were at the 30 over here, and they moved the ball somewhere around the 30, and they moved the ball back a little bit too far there. So I think that's what the coaching staff was getting excited about. So.
All right, so we got that fixed, and we're back to action soon as the St. Mary's Knights take over the ball on the 35-yard line. So that's where they'll start their drive as Tucker is back in the shotgun. Hands off to Blonda. Blonda is a nice head of steam. Rumbling forward, gain about 8-9 on the play. Pushed out of bounds by number 4, Nicholas Ludit. So nice carry by Blonda as he continues his great rushing so far.
Tristan Hallsworth and goes out of bounds.
Tristan Hallsworth also in on the stop for the White Pines Wolverines.
Nagarian run sets up second.
And we talk about coach, these guys going 2 ways for the White Pines Wolverines. St. Mary's with the luxury of playing guys either on offense or defense. So late in the game, let's see how fitness plays a role in this one. Tucker gets the snap. Again to Blonda. It looks like he has enough for the first down. Out to the 46-yard line, and he will move the sticks. Nice hard run. Couple hard yards being a tailback in this league. So a nice job as they march. Continue the drive to the 41-yard line. So.
Yeah, that was a nice hard run. He had to definitely earn that one. White Pines made him earn that first down. So
I think that was Surratt that popped through and made the stop, but I didn't get the number on the tackle, but it was a big collision, as is always in this game. Violent sport, very aggressive, and these boys are bringing it today. This must be playoff time.
Well, that's what you're expecting from your elite athletes to show up at this time of the
Tucker in trouble up front. A lot of pressure. Number 2 penetrating.
Tucker with nowhere to go. Eventually
Keenan
brought
Busno with the
down
stop.
by Keenan Busno for a
Tucker
loss.
trying to get away, running for his life there, and end up losing a pile on that one, trying to get free. And
I got to tell you, Scotty, that St. Mary's bench looks a little bit bewildered, and there's not a lot of intensity coming out of there. And if I'm a little bit concerned if I'm Coach Monaco that my players are coming out flat here. You know, there's always lots of time to rebound, and I'm not going to say that, but you know, they're well coached. Jimmy Monaco has been one of the football legends here in Sault Ste. Marie for a long time, and he's going to have his kids rolling. But White Pines seems very into this game, and St. Mary seems a little flat to me. I'm not sure, Scott.
one thing a team can do is look ahead the next game, especially when you're in a favorite and you're a Co-City champion. As he looks deep to 20, Tricarton, nice move, nice catch, and running after the catch. He's got some extra yards, taking it all the way down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. So
that was a pretty quick whistle. He was still weaving his way down there. I'm not sure why they blew that dead so quickly.
And he had a few blockers there, but
Looks like
Green able to prevent the
David Kirk
touchdown. David Kirk muted on the stop for the Wolverines, but a nice play and
St. Mary's.
even better run after the catch.
Yeah, it sure looked to me like Tricarton was still moving there and gaining extra yards, and they blew that dead quickly.
But a great stop and go move by Tricarton, able to get extra after the catch, so nice job, and filling in nicely for the number 14, Jaden Trudeau, as mentioned, is inactive today.
Definitely a momentum swinger here for St. Mary's, and maybe that's what they need to get started, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Here goes. Tucker holds on to it. He's scrambling. Good pressure. Nice pursuit. Throws complete to Blonda. No flags on the play yet as Blonda's scrambling.
There's a flag.
Spoke too soon.
You know what? There was a little bit of a blindside block there that referee Condon is calling, and referee Edwards didn't call it, so we're going to see what the play is here.
And away from the ball, which is always unfortunate if you're the St. Mary's Knights. The indication is against the
Too many men? I thought
count him. I didn't see.
Can't be illegal touching because.
So it's going against the White Pines Wolverines, though, right?
Well, he's waving them back. I don't know what the problem is.
He indicated a foul.
That's usually illegal touching, so I don't.
We'll have to wait and see the call. Either way, the pass was completed to Blonda. Got inside. Looks like Mr. Corelli is standing on the 2-yard line, so that would be a nice spot for the St. Mary's Knights. But wait to see the call here. I'm a little confused. He's beyond the 2 huddles.
Well, referee Fitzpatrick is walking this off. So referee Edwards indicated to the wrong team there. So
okay. So again, the penalty is against the St. Mary's Knights, negating a beautiful pass and catch and run by Tucker to Blonda. And again,
could be illegal man downfield, Scott. I'm not sure, right?
Well, on the scramble, you often see
the Knights. It'll back them up 10 yards.
You often see the illegal man downfield, but
especially out of a scramble drill, the lineman gets a little bit too far down the field, and I've seen that called quite a bit. So.
Yeah, we've seen it quite often in the NFL, and happens even here in Sault Ste. Marie. So Tucker under snap, he goes the screen pass out to 22, and that's Blonda. He's got lots of room. He's going to make it all the way. He's got to split the difference and go to the house.
Blonda.
Touchdown, Blonda for the Knights.
Well, nothing but speed there.
Touchdown.
I don't know. He just looked like he was shot out of a cannon there, and he was gone off to the races. And that's a TSN turning point right now in this first half of this game so far. So.
And that's unfortunate for the White Pines Wolverines because they had that defended pretty well. The ball just sailed over the tips of the defensive end that was rushing the quarterback and able to complete it to Blonda. Blonda obviously turning on the Jets and scampering in for the big 6.
Yeah, definitely missing assignment there. So as we indicated earlier, Coach Monaco going for the 2 and
there's that
nothing on that one. That was sniffed out by Neshoba Moore big time there, Scotty.
As he catches the ball.
I don't know if St. Mary's Knights missed their blocking assignment or Neshoba Moore just made a great piece of sliding through there and stopping Carter after the completion, but unable to get to the end zone for the 2 points. So there's some in-game adjustments.
Coach Monaco and Coach Basil both head coaches of the SaberCat program here, and they know each other well. And obviously, Coach Caruso for St. Mary's is well involved in the SaberCat program as well. And You can run that play so many times. If you don't defend it properly and don't block your assignments, it's going to blow it up quick. So
when it works, it looks excellent, and when it fails, as it did there just there, White Pines Wolverines. Oh, as another flag is flowing.
Oh, referee Condon has heard enough from the bench. Looks like a bench penalty to St. Mary's here.
So it looks like we're going to have calmer heads prevail here.
Flag comes in.
And 14-8 is the score, so the flag will probably go against the bench at St. Mary's, which will back it up a little bit. So looks like Vecchio's there to kick. He might be placing that ball for naught, unless they're going to assess it on the next play.
Could be a warning.
Or a warning. Very good.
Maybe that's the first bench warning. I'm not sure. He threw that flag, and he was pretty adamant on who he was talking to over there. So
yeah. So St. Mary's Knights,
so
no shenanigans this time. Looks like they're going to be driving the ball deep.
More McCorkle back for White Pines.
And more back
Vecchio to
for
kick
the
off.
Wolverines. Offside is that play. There's an easy flag. Moore is going to receive the ball. He's going to return it deep. They're probably going to
Moore fields the ball. Decent run back.
wave off the penalty, but
You have a flag on the play.
might have to
around
re-kick
45.
from 10 yards deep. And again, one of those penalties that you'd hate to see going offside on a kickoff. But
Cohen Carrillo and Kian Derboka with the tackle. for
Derboka
St.
and
Mary's.
Carrillo on the tackle for the Knights.
referee Edwards is over talking to Coach Bazois, and they conferred, and Coach Bazois elected to decline the penalty and take the yardage where it's at. So
And not a bad starting point, the 35-yard line. So 30.
St. Mary's has been giving White Pines a pretty good ball placement out on the kickoffs and the returns here. So
Yeah.
going to see if White Pines can get back into their offensive setup and march down the field. And it's up to St. Mary's to make sure that they don't.
Hats off to the Wolverines. They've played some great ball so far, and hoping they can match this last score by the St. Mary's Knights. 8:21 to go, 14-8. Your St. Mary's Knights versus the White Pines Wolverines. So nice run.
Decent run
Off
across
tackle.
35.
Out for about a gain of 4 or 5 on the play. Bring up second and
Kian
6.
Busno with the carry.
Keenan Busno on the carry.
He's tackled by number 2, Noah DeValentin.
Noah DeValentin tackling for the St. Mary's Knights.
They have an injury timeout.
And man down. That's DeValentin. Going to have to take a few plays off.
You know, he's a stellar part of the St. Mary's defense. Outstanding lineman here, and that's not somebody that St. Mary's wants to lose. So maybe, hopefully, it's just something minor, and he'll be able to get back out there. But he's heading over to the bench and having a seat. So
And Marcus Palumbo coming in to fill in for him, and Noah DeValentin's seeing some time on the offensive line too. And according to number 81, he's a people mover in that spot on the offensive line for the Knights. So they'll need him back for sure. As Pine swings out to number 5 around the corner, and he gets to the sideline.
Oh.
There's going to be another flag.
that's not a smart penalty
Pass
by
to
Neshoba
McCorkle,
Moore over there.
complete to the end. He doesn't have a flag on the play.
He didn't even need to do that. McCorkle was running up the sideline, and he would have probably got close to a
Tackle by
first down, and
Vecchio,
Neshoba made a
21
crackback
Vecchio.
block and took out somebody at the legs. So that's just a foolish penalty on his part, and I know Coach Baswell will not be happy with that.
A little bit of undiscipline on both sides here, and you know what? Sometimes the excitement of the game, you get all bent out of shape, and you want to spring your buddy or make a big tackle or do a little bit more, and you go beyond of the boundaries of the rules, and obviously that's going to cost the White Pines Wolverines.
Yeah, you know what? Those are drive killers. You know, they were marching the ball after they had 5 yard on their first play, and that would have been enough for a first down. And you know, you have to learn to control those emotions as you're. It's not easy, but you know, when your whole team is depending on you, you got to make sure that you're playing smart football, right?
Gets White Pines.
Easy
that'll
for
back
you
him
to
up.
say, Coach. It's been about 20 or 30 years since you were a teenager, right? So
Well, maybe 15 or 20, Scotty. Times 2.
either way, the Wolverines will go back to work, and 1st and 10 is the.
No, it should be second. I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, and it's regardless. Pine rolls out again. He's under pressure. He's running for his life. He's got to get rid of that ball
looking
or
to
suffer
pass,
a
but-
big sack. And that'll push him back to about
Nowhere to go. He's tackled by number 40.
3rd
Noah
and 40.
Boyer.
Oh, that's
still
not
showing
something we
first
want to
down.
see there. That's their star quarterback down, laying on the ground there. So hopefully this isn't anything too drastic. But he was dragged down from behind, so hopefully he can get up. He's a pivotal piece of their offense, and you never like to see that.
Looks to be grabbing his hamstring or his knee area, so that's never great. But one tough customer, you hope to see him back in. He'll obviously have to take a little breather here. Injury timeout, and somebody might have to come in under center. And I'd imagine you probably see Keenan Busno maybe, or Ethan McCorkle, maybe even Machoba Moore. Looks like Moore is going to get the call on the duties at quarterback. And we hope that Pine is back very shortly.
I'm not sure how we ended up at second down, Scott, because it was 2nd and 5. Then there was the penalty. They ran that play, and then it should have been second down. And this should be third down.
I'm a little confused myself, unless it didn't go against Moore, but then they would have moved that ball even further. But we'll go back to the highlight reel, and we'll see what's happening there. As we wait for play to resume, I'd like to send a big shout out to all my friends in Kingston. Roxy, Alicia, Christine, Allison, Andrea, Bob, all the Michigan Wolverine fans, Katie, Jenny, Laura, Bubba, and Nima, all watching. Number 81 for the St. Mary's Knights. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Celebrating Auntie Olivia
26
and
for White Pines after the
Uncle
sack.
Bob's 85th birthday. So, salute, cheers, and enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Machoba Moore rolls out. He's throwing. He's got a man, but he overthrows Hallsworth in the wing. So, no, that was Wislocky on the catch.
Looks downfield for Wislocky.
Moore did a nice job coming in
Ball's incomplete.
replacement there of Pine. Threw a nice ball, but Wislocky unable to get under it. And it looks like that'll bring up third down, which will probably be a punting situation.
Sets up third and long.
For sure, and they already got Neshoba back there, so I'm sure he wants to get off a little better of a punt than he did the last time.
Yeah.
Didn't get too far, and he gave St. Mary's the ball, and we got 7:30 to go here on the clock, and White Pines are going to want to play some defense, and obviously St. Mary's is going to want to get that ball and score. So
McPherson back in the punt return formation. He's alone back there, and they're going to take the safety. So.
You know what? I think that's a pretty smart play. It's kind of a no-brainer. Concede the safety in the end zone, and
White Pines takes
and nobody more disappointed than number 81 looking to run one back there. But like I said, a great call to take the.
Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody knows that other vehicle with the lights on, we'd ask them to shut their lights off. Somebody can please text them.
And so that'll bring the
lights
ball
too.
back for the St. Mary's offense. They'll start at the 35 and start their march as they try to extend their lead here.
Yeah, we got a truck in the parking lot here, shining his lights on the field, trying to stay warm instead of shutting his truck off and coming in here. So,
with any luck, they're listening on Sioux Sports YouTube or Sioux Sports Radio.
So
We
again,
ask that you please shut your lights off.
7:24 to go. 16-8
Thank you very
is your
much.
score. As St. Mary's Knights and Matty Tucker at
Appreciate you
quarterback
wanting to
tries
stay warm,
to
but
march the ball
please shine the
forward.
lights in the eyes of the kids.
So here we go. Back to the action. Tucker in shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Men in motion. Hands off to Blonda. Blonda's got a lane. All he needs is one block. Carden gives it. Blonda's going to run over his man. Jukes and beats him wide. Down the sideline. Looks like a horse collar there, but
Blonda follows a great block. Goes about 55, 60 yards downfield for a first down.
Blocky smart enough to lay off the horse collar and allow Blonda access to the 20. That'll be about the 19-yard line. 21 maybe.
boy, he's running quick tonight. He seems to have an extra gear, so
with the tackle.
he's all set up to play tonight for sure. Outstanding effort here tonight so far.
Ty Couture with the stop there, but not after a big return or a big run. And something's got to give on that contain with the Wolverines.
Well, you know what? You don't. I guarantee you, Coach Baz was telling them cut the sideline off and get the player directed back into where the support is. And you know, he gave him the sideline, and he ran right past him and had to reel him in after.
And right off the break, he was around the corner, and they had a whole big lane you could see for daylight. So, bad snap. Tucker's able to reel it in, watch the ball.
High snap is corralled by
able to scamper a little bit for maybe a gain of 4 or 5.
Damian Hutchins with a great come from behind tackle there to bring him back in.
Yeah, once Lutz gets going, he's pay dirt, but nice job by the defender. Beautiful play by Tucker to rein in a high snap and they've had a few problems with that throughout the year with these high snaps, so hopefully they'll try to make that work in the second half here. A lot of sloppy play, both with the kicking games and some of the exchanges, the penalties we've had. Hopefully the second half we can get back onto some senior level football here. Tucker's in the shotgun, takes the ball, looks to throw. He's got McPherson. McPherson turns, wrapped up quickly by
Tucker, the nice pass to
bunch
McPherson.
of Wolverines.
It's complete.
Chip off the block there. McPherson with a terrific catch. Getting another first down for St. Mary's. You know, I think you alluded to a little bit earlier, Scotty, a lot of nerves in these kids. You know, it's semifinal game.
Couture with the tackle.
And, you know, trying to shake off a little bit of nerves. And, you know, I'm sure we're going to see a lot tighter played game and a lot more athletic prowess here in the second half for sure. Because there's about 5 minutes to go in this half, and I'm sure they're going to come out at half after the nerves have settled and be ready to play.
And they'll get some coaching into half and tell them, you know, relax. You play better when you're cool under fire. And looks like Tucker's firing. And he's got Carter who's got to convert it, and he gets knocked out of bounds about the one. Rough
Carter comes
take
back
down
for
by
it.
McCorkle. Carter's still down on the track. Up to his feet now.
Ends up on the pavement.
Unfortunate that track's so close there. That's a little bit of asphalt burn, but
Yeah.
he pretty much was running. He was on full flight there, and he just got a little bit of a push. And when you're running that fast, I'll never know that Scotty. I think you could time me with a sundial, but you know, when you're running that fast, it's tough to put the brakes on.
I'll take Nate's word for it because I've never traveled that fast, but I thought he was going to be able to turn up the field and make it in for the touchdown. A nice job by McCorkle, I believe, to knock him out of bounds both at 2. Now it looks like the 1, so you're going to have a little march there. Is there a flag on the play?
There must have been.
All right, we can't keep up with all these flags. So.
Well, it's laundry day at Superior Heights Field here, Scotty. And we might have to get the referees a couple extra batches of Tide to clean them flags up tonight.
Yeah.
So
don't forget some extra fabric software.
So that's
Loosen them up.
objectionable
Conduct.
About 10 yards, and it'll be second down.
So the
Objectionable
first down is marked, and then they back them up 10 after must have been after the play. An objectionable conduct by St. Mary's. Tucker in shotgun. Motion left. Now motion right.
stand up, sit down, fight.
Better hurry up and get that ball snapped. They do.
Another flag coming in.
And the ball is thrown deep and is picked off in the end zone, intended for McPherson, but
Tucker looking in the end zone.
looks like Mashoba Moore with a
picked off by Mashoba Moore.
So that'll bring the
Well, we got a flag, Scotty, so
Wolverines
we're
off.
going to have to find out
I
what
think it's against St. Mary's, but we'll see. We got the sign against St. Mary's.
That's going to get declined, and White Pines should have the ball here, I think.
Absolutely. So White Pines staying in here, and that's the thing about in a close game. You don't want to let anybody hang around because they might surprise you with something. And White Pines Wolverines will start on offense here with 5:07 to go in the first half. At this point of the game, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors and our corporate champions here on Superior Catholic District School Board, Northern Sports Excellence, freeze frame photos by Bob Davies, Wendy's of Sault Ste. Marie, Team Essentials, Maximus Rose, Elite 8 Basketball Academy, and True House Sports Radio. Here we go, Coach.
Well, Mashoba Moore is an elite cornerback, playing with the SaberCat team as well, and he just reeled that one in. He was sitting on that route, and the ball didn't get to where it wanted to go, so.
And nice to see Pine back in the play here for the Wolverines. Nice stop by the front four. Colin Mead.
Good hard run.
Yeah, stellar defensive play there. There was no running room there at all, and nice to see DeValton back in the game for St. Mary's.
Absolutely. And 97, Palumbo also in on the stop. So again, that formidable front four for the St. Mary's Knights, giving fits all year to the opposing offensive lines, and they continue to do so. As Pine takes the snap, he looks to roll out. He's looking downfield. He's got a man. Oh, it looks like a maroon shirt.
Pine looking downfield.
Closest to the ball.
You know, I said it earlier, and I'm going to
like
keep saying it until maybe he can hear me over there on the sideline. Those routes are taking too long to develop. He's got to get that ball
Sets up third long
into some shorter seams. St. Mary's has an elite front line there, and they're going to get to the quarterback, and they're going to get their chances. So you got to give Guerin some time to throw the ball, and those 20, 35-yard runs are not going to be there for him tonight.
And Gary Pine has shown that he's able to throw that ball on a rope. So I'm surprised we haven't seen a little bit over the crossing routes. I know that it's a tough play, and it's a lot to ask of your tight ends and your receivers crossing and going into Lions Den there with the linebackers looking for balls. But the punt is up for the Wolverines. McPherson's got to get that in the air, and he picks it up, but he's quickly grabbed by a Wolverine, taken down about the 45-yard line. So tackle is made, 3 or 4 scrambling.
Jack McPherson.
Definitely a no-yard penalty here against White Pines. Sorry.
By a bunch of Wolverines. We do have a flag on the play.
It's tough when, as a receiver, you're not able to catch that ball in the air, because once that ball, it's not round, as you know, it takes some wild bounces. That one took a bounce.
With the tackle for White Pines.
You know what, Scotty? There was 3 flags down there, and usually you only see 1, maybe 2 for not enough yards. So maybe there was an extra curricular going on there in that kickoff.
Well, we'll wait and see. We'll be marching forward, marching back. Either way, the ball is spotted now at the 49-yard line as we wait the signal from, who's the head judge today?
Referee Edwards.
Referee. The judge, sorry, referee.
No, Judge Condit is out on the field tonight. However, he is not the head referee.
Okay. So they're marching it forward, so it'll be a no yards against White Pines. It looks to be
no yards against White Pines. That'll
the only penalty, back 10.
No,
So
the 15-yard variety, it looks like.
15, sorry. So that'll bring them inside or on about the 30-yard line. So short field for the Knights here.
Yeah, after a pretty terrific punt there by Neshoba Moore, White Pines is almost back where they started. So.
All right, there's Blonda again. He's scampering, but there's number 7 chasing him down from behind. But will he catch him? No, he gets all the way into the 5.
Blonda showing some speed, gets to the outside, about 22 yards and a first down.
Able to scamper inside for a new first down, moving the sticks.
McCorkle eventually running
on the stop.
bounds.
Nice pursuit by number 7, Damian Hutchins, who caught him last time, but Blonda able to outrun him this time inside the 5. First and goal is your call, 3:39 to go. So lots of time to go, Coach, in the first half here, but I have a feeling that if the St. Mary's Knights are able to march this one in, it's going to give them a little momentum push coming into the second half.
100%, Scott. Nothing like momentum builders.
Although the White Pines Wolverines will get the ball first in the second half, if my memory serves, as Tucker takes another high snap, gives to Blonda. 65 is leading out in front of him.
Blonda, he's in for
the touchdown, but hold on to your hat, folks. Flag in the back of the end zone.
Referee Condon throwing that one back in the backfield, so we're going to be interesting to see what happens there.
But a nice nice work by the offensive line to push a hole through that defense of the Wolverines. Blonda untouched there.
Illegal block in the back, I believe, Scott. So that's going to push St. Mary's back another 10 yards. So.
And what a shame. They seem to be making all this progress and big momentum swings, celebrating in the end zone, and then it comes all the way back, or close, at least in the red zone, to score. And one step forward, 2 steps back. So
this feels like the Monday night game. My Cowboys against the Los Angeles Chargers there. I think there was 21 penalties on the night, and I think we're already over the 10 mark here. And for both coaches, they can't be happy with these kids making these critical errors at lack in judgment. And you coach kids. I know we did, and you see the numbers. You don't block somebody from behind. It's just not it's not smart football. So. They're costing themselves some opportunities here, so
especially when the ability to get away with it is slim to none. It's 5, 6 referees on the field, and they're going to catch that every time. So you're not going to get away with it. Not that you're trying to get away; you're just trying to play hard. As Carter takes it down the sideline,
quick pass to Carter is complete. He's
tiptoes down to about the 3,
inside the 5.
Yeah, a little tunnel screen over here on the right side, and Carter with that elite talent got them down to about the 3-yard line. So,
of course, this would be second down, so they'll have to score here to make it count. So it's probably two down football here. I don't think they're going to settle for a field goal this close with this offense. So.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't surprise them see them hand the ball off. They've made a couple attempts to toss it into the end zone, and it's come out a little bit dry here. I wouldn't be surprised to see them hand the ball off to Blonda here. He's been having an elite game so far, and
he'll get in the end zone.
The way the 22, Emmett Smith, has been running the ball, you want to give him a chance, right? He's been your best player so far this half, and again, they go to Blonda. And a nice trip up by number 2.
He's tripped up.
Number 2.
Terrific play by Busno.
Shooting through and got a hold of his laces and tripped him up just enough to scramble it at the 1. So a nice run by Blonda, but even better play by Busno to stop him inside the 1. So here's where your refrigerator Perry comes in handy. And they have a jumbo package. I don't see it on the field, but
No, I'm going to think they're going to give it again back to Blonda again and see if he can get the 1 yard. Oh, no, my mistake.
Tucker goes under center and keeps it, and he elects to go forward for the touchdown. St. Mary's Knights.
Yeah, that was the 3-minute warning we just heard, and
Keeps it and gets the 6
St.
points.
Mary's up 2 scores now, Scotty.
And that's one of those things, if you're a linebacker or even a down lineman and you see that Tucker hasn't been under center all game, and you just should load the box and throw everything at him and kitchen sink. But Tucker able to sneak on through for 1 yard to make it a score, 22-8. Here comes that overload again. White Pines throws a couple guys out. They might need another one.
Oh,
They don't get the look they look,
out,
so
in, out.
they like. Knights back
Carter to
in
attempt
for the
the
extra
kick.
point. Man in motion. Ball is up.
Kick is up and good.
Held by Tucker. Through by Carter. 23-2, so a 2 touchdown lead, 23-8.
Yeah, that's the, a couple of those plays where the momentum changers, and you've seen the momentum swing already. The White Pines bench has got a little quieter over there, and St. Mary seems to be back in the game. So that's all you needed was a little momentum change, and I'm sure that the White Pine staff is going to try and get that team revved up, and they want to see if they can narrow this gap before the half closes.
But if I'm Coach Will Baswell, lots of positives to work on, and you know what, you got a dejected bunch there because they just gave up a second touchdown and they're down 15. But the way that St. Mary's has been giving them a chance to get back in this one, at halftime you go in and you still have, mind you, 2:50 to go in this half. You should still put up some points here, a big run back, or get Pine out there throwing the ball vertically. At halftime, as a coach, you got to just be so excited. You just got to start, funneling that energy towards your guys and try to get them to elevate their game, because they are playing one heck of a game, and they're in this with 2:50 to go. St. Mary's Knights stay on side, and the boot is deep all the way to the 7-yard line. Ball is on the ground, though. About the 1. McCorkle has time to pick it up, and he might be able to break a lane here. He's popped by Vecchio. Vecchio's got him in his grasp. Throws him out of bounds about the 3.
Trying to
So again, that
do a little reverse
handoff on the
McCorkle
return.
ends up getting some positive yardage out of it.
The only people they confuse with themselves. But
Unfortunately, that didn't work, but they had people running the wrong way there for sure. So
they bid on it, and it might have worked had the exchange been better. But McCorkle putting the ball on the deck, able to pull it in and get out to about the 5. That's a long field, though, with 2:37 to go. But
you never know,
anything's possible.
Scotty. Anything's possible, like you just said. So it's I'm sure that the White Pines, even if they get down, see if they can potentially get into field goal range before the half, and build a little momentum. They're going to get the ball to start the second half, as you mentioned earlier, and see if they can do something with that after the break.
And you know what? This is a nice problem to have when you're Garen Pine. You got 3 receivers: Hallsworth, Ludet, Moore, Wislocky. Make it 4. They're able to catch the ball, and he can sling it. And he's been doing that all day. So
McCorkle tries to get it out
that.
Not to mention that Arthur Vincent has been tossed into the mix there for them. He's made a few catches over the thing, so it's up to Coach Robinson right here to see what he can manufacture. That first down didn't get them too much. They tried a little bit of a run, and I think Keegan Busno got them about 2 yards. So.
And I don't understand that, because now the clock is running, and if you're trying to save clock time, it's ticking away. No hurry-up offense. Pine gets the snap, looks to throw, a nice across, and Hallsworth picks it up. He's able to make some.
Nice pass to Hallsworth.
Wow, what a lick Hallsworth put on the St. Mary's defender, Liam Millette there. He just lowered his shoulder and ran it right over.
Great tackle.
And again, nice pass and catch, moving the sticks, but more importantly, that's a momentum changer, because the way that Hallsworth lowered the boom, Looked like Faye getting angry and
Letting
going for pay dirt, eh?
Yeah.
But Halls with a beautiful catch and even better impact. Nice for Liam Willett to catch him, but they're going to run it up the middle again. And again, I don't know if I like that play. But maybe they're happy going down 15. Kent LeBlanc's on the stop.
You know, you did mention it earlier. They got a full field to go down, and maybe, you know, I'm sure that they're trying to get down the field. But you know, if they don't get there, you surely don't want to give St. Mary's the ball in that field position, right? So you don't want to be down 3 scores going into the second half. So
absolutely. And the way the kicking games have been going for both of these teams, other than the deep kickoffs for the Knights, you know, those you give St. Mary's a short field, they could bite you back. Regardless, it's 2nd and 8 after a gain of 2 by Busno. Pine is back in the shotgun. And he looks to throw the screen.
There's Vincent right
again,
there.
as you called it. There's another tackle late.
I got to think that might be under the could have been a possible face mask. It's hard for us to see. We over on that other bench, and we're getting a little bit of fog rolling in here, Scott, and a little bit of mist. Yeah. But I'm betting that could be what we were talking about here.
Arthur Vincent continues great play with a nice little swing pass out to the sidelines and got out of bounds. Should stop the clock. We'll see what the penalty is.
That is. He just indicated the face mask, so against St. Mary's. So another penalty we talked about, Scotty. I'm sure when they get in at halftime, Coach Monaco's going to have a word or two.
Well, I think we should go and take the garbage can out because it's going to be flying across the room. But like I said, this is playoff football. Everybody's excited to be here. These boys have got to learn to play within the rules and whistle to whistle. And another thing I just thought about is not that was an objectionable conduct, but both of these teams have to be concerned because the couple of OCs earlier that they get a second, either team, that player is ineligible for next week's competition. Would be the city final for whichever team advances here.
The Valentin.
The Valentin on the stop for the St. Mary's Knights, 2nd and 6.
Well, the White Pines running game here seems to be banging off 4 and 5 yards a carry, and you know, that's a positive momentum to build for the second half. But there's still lots of time left here, and they have a couple timeouts left, or 1 timeout left, so that they can utilize that as well.
And they're over past half, so marching along. There's Pine. Catching one on the
foot.
Throwing it to McCorkle.
That's 45. For our vantage point here is straight across the field from us, so that's got to be another first down.
Yeah, it looks like we've indicated here.
Blair
Boudreau sold it. Blair Boudreau with the tackle for the Knights. And there's a timeout called. It'll be against St. Mary's. And that is enough for the first down, so they move into sticks.
Offensive coordinator Brandon Crowley's not going to be happy with that, so he's going to be having a conversation over there, and you know, you guys are letting them get down the field, and he's going to make his adjustments as to what's going on. But you know, kudos to White Pines here. They're driving the ball down the field. The ball's on the St. Mary's side of the field here now at the 43, and you know, 1:24 to go.
Yeah.
First down. Opportunity here to get points on the board before the half.
And it's much like the junior game that we covered earlier where Cora ended up winning in convincing fashion over the White Pines Wolverines. But even at the halftime, we had indicated how close the game was and not even indicative of the score. And the Wolverines were playing hard and giving all. And here in the senior game, you see a lot of the same thing. You know, they're bending, they're not breaking, they're making some plays. They're, you know, fizzling and sputtering on a few drives, but in the last drive here, we've put together a few great plays, pass and catch, obviously helped by the penalties by the St. Mary's Knights, but these Wolverines are looking pretty impressive, and this offense has been marching better than I've seen them all year.
Yeah, for sure, Scott. You know, for a first-year senior team, they've surely made some terrific advances here today, so over this whole course of this entire year so far, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And tonight's the night, and that's all they're playing for. Hoping to advance to the big dance next week. As Pine unable to get it up into Vincent's hands, but
Vincent sets up second down.
That'll be second down with 1:20 to go. So.
Yeah, 44 Shawana there was all up in Garen Pine's face, and he was unable to get that ball to Arthur Vincent, who seemed to be open. You know, he probably could have got him about 5 there,
Yeah.
but unfortunately they just couldn't connect. So second down, minute 20 to go.
So the ball's on the 43-yard line. Snap is made. Ball is tipped by 96, Colin Reed.
Pines pass is tipped by
intended to
96,
Vincent, I
Colin
believe.
Reed, incomplete.
Yeah, Garen just had to elevate that a little bit, and he had Landon Surratt open in the field there, and you know, looked like he would have got a pretty good gain on the field, and White Pines are going to have to punt this away on a, you know, a little bit of a drive staller, and unfortunately lack of connection there, and White Pines is going to try and escape this with only being down 2 scores, and you know, got an elite returner back there right now, Carter. I'm sure they don't want to kick it to him, so.
Do they fake it and go for it?
Wouldn't surprise me.
There's the ball. Snap is good and is blocked. Boudreau able to block it out of bounds. That's where the St. Mary's Knights will take over.
Face of Blair Boudreau, I believe.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a good play for the White Pines team, the line there. Their line was starting to run down the field before the block. You know, they got to stay home and protect the quarterback and, their kicker. And now you're giving St. Mary's a minute 12, and with somebody like Blonda's speed and Carter's athletic ability, you can, you know, assure that they're going to take a shot or two here and try and get down the field.
And you know what, as I said earlier, you don't want to leave these guys laying around. So up 15 is great to go into the tent at halftime. But if you can put a few more points on the board and make it a little easier for your defense to relax, then I'm sure that's what the Knights are going to attempt here. You got Carton out wide. Shotgun for the position. Tucker rolls out. He's got a man deep. He's got 2 guys on the hitch. He's got Carton available. Bobbles the ball, but pulls it in for the first down. He gets loose, and he goes out of bounds. Nice decision to get out of bounds about the 44-yard line. So again, Tucker had a couple of receivers down.
Looked like there was a mix-up in coverage there, Scott. He was wide open, and you know, quarterback Tucker was right on the money with his throw and able to move the ball down again.
Yeah, looked like the deep route was double covered and left Carton empty, which is a good thing because he bobbled the ball, and that gave him enough time to reel it in and gain him some extra yards, get out of bounds, and stop the clock with 1:02. First and 10 from the 44-yard line. Tucker takes a snap. He's looking again. All pass all the way. 24. Carney able to make
Pass
a nice
to number 4, Nick. 24, Nick Carney.
7. Nick Carney on the reception.
Wislocky with the tackle.
Wislocky tackling for the Wolverines.
Well, you know what? If I'm one of the coaches here, you know what? As an old defensive coordinator, I'm watching, and it seems to me that Tucker's staring his receivers down. And if somebody picks that up over there, he's gonna. He might be throwing himself into the range where there's an interception here, but he stared down his receivers on that whole play. He didn't look the other side of the field whatsoever. So,
and he showed pass right away. No play action. Nobody in the backfield to hand off to confuse anybody. This one he's looking now. He looks quick to hit to Carter. A nice cover by McCorkle on the play.
For Nate Carter, great defensive play by McCorkle.
He just did the exact same thing again, Scotty. He stared him down, and you know what? Those corners on White Pines has got to take advantage of that and pick up on that.
Well, hopefully the Wolverines have a spotter up in the stand. Somebody will be noticing that and telling them at halftime, and they'll make those adjustments. And Tucker better make those adjustments too, or he might end up turning into a defensive back trying to prevent a pick six for a touchdown. So anyway, the call is 3rd and 3. Looks like they're going for it. I give the ball to Blonda here. Let's see run some hard yards. Running the clock down. He bounces out. He looked like he was stopped in the backfield. Tucker's going to have to make a block here to gain the extra yards. He's got 1 to give. He could make it all the way, which would be a big one. Big flag on the play as Blonda rumbles in past into for touchdown zone.
I'm sure this one's going to come back, Scotty. It looks like a little bit of a hold there or a block in the back. So this one is not going to stand. It was post first down, however, so that could still give them the first down. But we'll see if this is a spot foul or not. We'll have to wait for referee Corelli telling referee Edwards what's going on here.
And again, it's so hard when you're blocking and you get all excited and you just want to spring your guy for a
rough play.
Run.
Rough play, hands to the face. So that's a 15-yard variety, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah. But they give him the first down as
It was
credit.
post first down credit, so I think he's going to get the first down, and then they're going to go back 15 from the spot of the foul.
So a tough play for the St. Mary's Knights, as it appears Blonda had enough to cross the line and get in for the score. Fortunate break for the Wolverines, still only down 15. 36.8 seconds to go as they march it back out to the 45-yard line.
Good thing Coach Monaco's got a lot of hair, because he's got to be pulling some of it out over there. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They could have been up 3 scores easy there. Now it's 36 seconds to go in the first half. Coordinator Caruso is giving his play call in, and we're going to see. I got to think that they're going to try and get Carter the ball at some point here. That young McPherson fella, and get him the ball and see if they can make something happen.
He's probably chomping at the bit, looking to impress here. Number 8 in shotgun. And there is Tucker looking deep. He's got Carter, as you mentioned. He's going to step out of bounds at the 8. So
Pass to Carter is complete.
a good call by Corelli to spot him out of bounds at the 8. Had to adjust his body, and in doing so turned onto the line. And a nice gain, however. 29 seconds left. We'll see if they have enough time to march it in from there.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him out at the 10. So
10, perfect. So first and 10, first and goal from the 10. 29 seconds. We've treated to a sloppy but a exciting first half of football. 31 points, 23 for the Knights, 8 for the Wolverines.
yeah, I'm not sure how McCorkle got spun around there, but Carter just ran straight up the field, and he spun around, did the loop-de-loop, and put himself in a bad position to try and make the play. And fortunately enough, he didn't get in for them.
Tucker in shotgun, takes a snap, nice snap, hands out to Blonda. Blonda's got that big hole to fill. Drives down into about the 3.
Couple of nice blocks.
That'll be second
Gets
and
down
goal
inside
from the
the 5.
3-yard line. So again, I just give the ball to Blonda again.
Damian Hutchins.
Make them
with the
stop.
tackle.
Put the ball in the air.
Right now, I'm surprised Coach Bowser is not calling a timeout here to go out and talk to his kids. There's 22 seconds left. You can't take your timeout to the second half. So I'd be giving my kids a little bit of a blow here, because you got to think that Blonda's getting the ball again here.
And they look like they're going to throw. Tucker's going to pick it up, and he's going to call his own number, and he's rumbled in. There's a flag on the play.
St. Mary's.
Probably a hold, St. Mary's, and they'll probably come back.
I think it was more than a hold, Scotty. He tackled him. I'm pretty sure they don't allow tackling on the offensive line when you don't have the ball.
So you're saying it wasn't subtle.
Far from it.
All right. Well, that's usually when you get to go in unabated. That's probably because somebody is either sitting on someone or has caused a tackle. So Tucker able to scamper in there, but that'll come back as well.
Yeah, that was the old, hip toss tackle to the ground. So that was a pretty easy call for the referee to make. Unfortunately,
I was watching 8 prance and dance. I missed the tackle on the block.
So 11 seconds to go here, and we're going to see what I think Coordinator Caruso there looked like the old style Marty Smith 3/4 of the way onto the field to make a play call.
All right, so they got Blonda in the backfield. Carney and Carter out wide as we see a timeout. It's going to be called against your Will Bazawag.
Yeah,
I figured. As you waste one here, like you mentioned, you can't take it with you, so spend it.
Yeah, I think this is.
We have a timeout.
This is a down and distance marker here, and they definitely want to get out of here. Only down 2 scores, so we're going to see what Coordinator Caruso's got dialed up, and then what Coordinator Bazwa has double duty over there for White Pines, head coach and coordinator, and I'm sure he already knows what he wants to do, so it's just a matter of it matches up with what St. Mary's has got planned.
Yeah. And if you're St. Mary's, I think your best player so far, or at least running the ball, has been Blonda. So they've had a few sketchy pass throws, one interception in the end zone, and a couple of throws that fell incomplete. So I like Blonda running the ball. 11 seconds to go. You probably have time for 2 plays. You do still have a timeout available. Whether you can get up to the ball and get that second play off, we'll see. But
does he target his favorite receiver? I think we're going to see here, Scotty.
Well, he's got single coverage on him. I think Wislocky's tied up with Carney, so They're trusting that ISO with McCorkle.
He's looking left, Scotty. And left it is.
And he's going up, and he's got McPherson deep in the end zone, and McPherson's able to haul it in.
What a terrific catch.
Jack McPherson.
Doing little Willie
touchdown.
Mays Hayes
Sabres.
over his shoulder there, and number 81 brings it in for a beautiful catch on a nice coverage by the Wolverine.
He
was
was.
man to man with him, and
You know, it's I'm gotta be pretty smart, happy with that dad over here tonight. That was a terrific catch by him. Thankfully, he has hands like his mother, and he was able to reel that in.
that looked like a whole lot like number 23 for the Lakeway Trojans, Muzzy on a deep route, hauling her in for the aforementioned Marty Smith. So big shout out to all my Trojan fans out there, especially Teresa Carlucci and all the boys.
Well, here's the
Mark
shenanigans again. Look,
Yeah.
see what happened.
Bringing it back inside the box.
Kick
looking
the
to go
extra.
up 30-8. Snap is good. Kick is good. Carter's through for one.
Kick is up and
That'll
good.
make it
6
30.
seconds left.
30-8.
You know, that's a little bit of a backbreaker there for White Pines in the first half because it's been a pretty tight contest. The score has definitely been back and forth here. They've been marching it all over the place. Penalties shooting each other in the foot. And, for them to go up a third score is a pretty big thing. But, White Pines are going to get the ball in the second half, so I would assume that, maybe a little bit of shenanigans here. Maybe they can work on that reverse on the kickoff return and then take the ball in the second half. So Coach Batman over there hollering out his instructions to his special teams. And
Coach, you referred yourself as a old defensive coordinator. I would prefer former defensive coordinator, but if we're going to throw you into the cage in the change room and at half, what do you say to your troops if you're wearing green?
well, you know what? You got to be happy with the effort, and just unfortunately, there, some plays haven't connected, and let's limit the penalties in the second half, and let's play some sound football and watch our coverages. You can't get spun around on the outside, and contain. Push everything in where your support is, right? And I'm sure that's the message that's going to be delivered on the defensive side of the ball.
Very good. St. Mary's looking to kick off. White Pines back to receive. And a nice boot by Vecchio down to the 10. There's that fake reverse this time, and everybody bit as McCorkle runs into
Take the reverse. Moore gets out to about the 30.
Knights. They're able to
before
bring
being
him down.
tackled.
There's a little something extracurricular, and we'll probably see another flag, but question there was who to throw it on.
Yeah, you know what? To get tied up, and
So go
Austin
ahead.
Crowley for White Pines,
and
smartly
gentlemen, half.
put his temper
We're gonna put 10
in
minutes on the
check,
clock.
and we're going to be at halftime now.
So that's
We'll be right back with more great
30-8. Your
Sault Ste.
St.
Marie
Mary's
High
Knights
School
over your White Pines
football
Wolverines at
action.
the half. We're going to take a 10-minute break and join us again for the second half. Thanks for joining us. back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of this tilt between the St. Mary's Knights and the White Pines Wolverines. I'm Scott McPherson, joined here by Coach Ray Bazois. The score is 30-8 for the Knights, who are kicking off to the Wolverines. Moore and McCorkle back for the Wolves. As we get underway, nice driving kick all the way down to the one where McCorkle picks it up. Shoba Moore out front. Oh, and a vicious tackle by Derboka, bringing down McCorkle about the 12. A great tackle, no flag on the play. 12-yard line is where the Wolverines will start. So, great first half, Coach. More of that coming up here.
Yeah, you know what? We were treated to a pretty good half, and White Pines team said that they're not going away. So, St. Mary's has jumped out to that 22-point lead, and it took them a little while to get their motor running. But once they got it running there in the second quarter, they were able to put some points on the board, and now it's up to White Pines to come out here and answer in the second half and see if they can't, make this a little bit tighter.
So we'll start from their 12, deep in their zone after a beautiful kick by Vecchio. Garen Pine having himself a day here. Had a great first half as he throws to 43 Vincent, who's able to turn the corner and get out past the 20, out to the 22.
It's out to about the 20.
So nice job as Vincent continues his great day catching the ball. And
Derboka with the tackle.
Pine with a nice delivery, and Derboka, number 4 for the Knights, with a big stop.
First down, that's a nice start for sure to start the second half. Moving, getting positive momentum. It's all about building momentum, and you've seen St. Mary's do it, and now it's White Pines' turn.
Nice job mixing up on what you typically would expect a running play or a running down. So they got the sticks moved. Another 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Handoff goes to 13. Wislockey's around the end, and he's got some room, and he's out to the 34-yard line. So another pretty move.
Yeah.
Might be enough again for another set of first downs.
So the spot is over there. He's going to be about a yard and a half short.
It is.
It sure looked like he was a lot further, but you might have stepped over and we don't get to see the white line on that far side of the field. It's in the dark almost.
Ball almost to the 32-yard line. So like you said, another 2nd and 2 here. Gain of 8 on the play for Wislockey. Just joining us during the junior game today, it was the Cora Colts over the White Pines Wolverines, so they'll advance to the final next Thursday as number 1 Pine carries the ball. He's out past the 50 and he's out of bounds.
Yeah, Pine
taking him out about the 51-yard line.
Gets about 18 yards.
Wow, I don't know what the play was called there, but it was terrific. Kind of got lost in the shuffle in the backfield there, and he just come flying out of there like he was shot out of a cannon, Scotty.
And Pine doing it with his legs as well as his arms. So, again, I don't think it was a broken play. I think it was his number called, and you'll probably see a little more of that if it works out efficiently, but a nice job. Vecchio pushing him out of bounds at the 51-yard line. So the Wolverines are marching. 10:51 to go, third quarter. There's that handoff, fake handoff.
I think that was a direct snap to Keegan Busnow on that one. I think that
absolutely. I was looking for number 1. That was a direct snap to Keegan Busnow. Faked the handoff inside and then turned it back, but Noah DeValentin had nothing to do with that, and was able to make the stop at about the line of scrimmage.
Stellar player, obviously, DeValentin for St. Mary's, and controls the line there pretty good.
Yeah, working through a few injuries earlier in the season, so nice to see him ready to play and ready to go for the playoffs. Pass to Nishoba Moore, wide open. Has to wait for Vecchio. It cuts back inside, turns Vecchio around, and he's running far to the sidelines, and he's in for the touchdown.
Wow, what a terrific play.
So again, a little misdirection. No snap to play.
Touchdown pass.
Ball went directly to number 2, I believe.
In the background.
Keegan Busnow throws deep to Moore, and Moore makes a nice job.
Goes the distance for the touchdown.
Vecchio was pursuing on the tackle, and Moore able to scamper across the field.
As my son always says, Scotty, he told me tonight that this morning actually expects a little shenanigans tonight as well. He likes to call him, and I've kind of stole that word from him. But
hey,
what a terrific play call. Worked out to perfection.
Everybody bit, including us up here in the booth, and what a nice job. The direct snaps to the running backs now, and on 2 separate occasions worked well, and they marched down the field in about 6-7 plays, and Now they're looking to score, go for the 2-point conversion. Pine looking to throw. He's got a man wide open, and that extra point is no goal.
Yeah, not unlike the NFL.
Pines pass is incomplete.
Well, that's wondering why you picked that off and he can't run it back.
Why I can't do anything
What
with
did I
this?
do wrong, Coach?
Yeah.
That pass intended to number 3.
Yeah.
Tristan Halser made a nice break on the play, but unable to pull it in.
Yeah,
Bounced up. But,
unfortunately for Liam there, you're playing in the Canadian football rules here and not the NFL rules. So,
yeah. So that'll bring the score to 30-15. So a 2-score game early in the second half here as White Pines Wolverines come out and take the ball from their 12 and march it all the way down. Some nice plays, nice drive there. And
yeah, you know what? I thought Vecchio was going to catch Neshoba more, but Neshoba just kind of tore off to the other side of the field, and Vecchio was closing. He thought he was going to go straight up the field. He ran all the way across the field, and they got the touchdown. So exciting football here in tonight on the field. Just, you know what? Can't ask for better than that, Scotty. You never like to see blowouts, and by no stretch of the imagination is White Pines out of this game. So
no. And like I mentioned, you know, you got to play the game, and obviously the heavyweight being the St. Mary's Knights here, the winless White Pines Wolverines. Everybody makes it to the playoffs, and they're showing that they belong in this top loop here in Sault Ste. Marie High School football. And St. Mary's Knights hoping to pull away here. But after that score by the Wolverines, onside kick, and there's McPherson with a nice hands job. Catching about 12 yards on.
Well, by number 81, Jack McPherson.
And I was going to mention that they had a few of the receivers up on the front line expecting that, and nice job by 81 to snare that and haul it.
100%. The Healy hands we're going to call those for tonight, Buzzard.
If I had a stat sheet to back me up, I'd argue with you, but yeah.
Well, we could
hands like feet.
Or maybe Uncle Muzzy there. Maybe we could throw in there too, right? So
little props to Muzzy and watching with Mel, Ella, and Maya in London, Ontario, rooting on their St. Mary's Knights from far away. So thanks to all of you who joined us on the Saultsports.com channel. True House Radio bringing you this excellent action here as Tucker hands off inside to Blonda, and they finally solved Blonda. Looks like 3.
Blonda
Tristan Halsworth in the backfield before
Halsworth.
Blonda's able to get the ball and lost a couple on the play. Bring up 2nd and 12.
another momentum swing here, Scotty, and nice to see. And I'm sure Coach Monaco is going to want his kids to dial back in here and see if they can move the football down the field.
Yeah. And again, they've been doing a nice little mix of run and pass. Blonda's been carrying the ball and getting the majority of the carries for these Knights. Nice work to get the ball around. Carter's got a few. Carney caught one earlier. Carton with a couple nice deep balls caught. As they roll out, Tucker's looking. He's throwing on the run. He's got number 20, Trecarton, able to take toes down
for about
for a
12
first
yards
down.
or close to first down yardage.
Well, Scotty, you and I talked, there's no Jalen Trudeau here tonight, but I got to give credit to number 20 there, Landon Trecarton. He's had a tremendous game for St. Mary's tonight, and, he's getting the chances and he's making the best of them. So, hats off to, the other receivers picking up the slack. Your son had a great catch over there in the first half, and Trecarton's made a few of them tonight already. So, it's great when you got a big bench to come in and bail you out.
Yeah, and Trecarton, born and raised a defensive back and likes to be a ball hog and looking for those interceptions on defense, able to come in there on offense, and as Blonda takes off and goes for a little scamper, cutting back, in and
Blonda
out,
finds a hole up the middle at the line and takes it all the way down to the
Blonda
20.
again continuing some great
With
work.
about 22 yards.
Well, I'd like to see where the St. Mary's running game would have been getting
Sure,
all these carries if Blonda didn't decide to hang up the hockey skates, because he's an integral part of this team this year, and he's really running the ball well.
Absolutely, and there was a couple question marks whether who would be stepping up for the St. Mary's Knights, and of course you come to camp and they didn't have them for the first few tryouts, and then he walks on the field, he and Harley Wardell, and the equation was in place. So
Is Wardell still out hurt, Scotty?
he's hurt, yeah, but was hoping to get back early today and dress, but the coaches elected to sit him down, hoping that they make the playoff or the final next week. As he rolls out and throws to Carney, nice job by Carney, another receiver out in the flats.
Pass
Tucker hits him
44
on the
to
run.
is complete.
Nice gainer on that play. We'll see where the spot is, if it's enough for the first
Number
down.
5, Ethan McCorkle.
And Ethan McCorkle right there on the money there for a great tackle, and no more extra yards other than the screenplay there out of the back. So
not even close. The ball is spotted on the 16-yard line, so they'll still be 2nd and 5. So inside field goal territory for Mr. Carter, but we'll see if they can advance and gain another
7.5 minutes to go here in this quarter, and we're being really entertained to a great game tonight, Scott.
Oh, worth the price of admission if it was $20. $5 gets you all this action and free popcorn. Come on down. Tucker up to throw. He's looking for McPherson. In
Pass
traffic.
for McPherson, just out of his reach.
McCorkle coming up to
Ball's incomplete.
install footsteps.
McCorkle defending the play.
The helmet of number 81.
Yeah, you know what? Young Jack there was, he ran a really good route, and the ball just didn't get down a little bit off his tips, and
Yeah.
now St. Mary's has got a decision to make. Looks like they're marching their field goal team on, potentially.
Yeah.
But you never know with Coach Monaco,
Yeah,
he could be the senior division Riverboat Ron here. Might be a little bit of gamble, but I'm sure he wants to see some more points on the board for sure. So unless something develops, White Pines has a couple of kids that back a little deep here. So
up 16. What do the analytics say? Bad snap anyway, so the play's going to be broken. Looks like Carter's going to make something of it. Oh, looks like Carter's going to have to jump on it, and the ball's still out, and the White Pines Wolverines.
Ball comes out.
Keenan Busno.
Eventually picked up by White Pines on the 50. Number 2, Keenan Busno gives chase.
What a turn of events, Scotty. St. Mary's getting ready to kick a field goal. The ball gets a bad snap down the field. White Pines ends up with a terrific field advantage here at their own 50. And wow, what a start to the second half of the White Pines team.
And again, you were talking about the talk that you might have with your players on both sides at halftime, and obviously in the green dressing room, it's we're in this, guys. A couple turns, a couple plays in our favor, and we're right back in it. Score on their first drive. Now they take the ball about midfield after a missed field goal. So again, looks like with all the momentum moving in the White Pines direction, even though St. Mary still has a 16-point advantage. Pine back to take the snap, throws on the right to...
Oh, what a terrific play by the St. Mary's defender, going off the Neshoba Moore's hands. And quarterback Guerin made a good throw, but it was dropped by Neshoba. And,
pass intended from Neshoba Moore.
You know,
hands of number 3, Liam Ouellette.
earlier picking somebody off, and it didn't count for anything other than stopping the points. And now he makes some great yardage, and again, another momentum shift. St. Mary's now has the ball, 1st and 10, somewhere around the 12, 13-yard line.
And a tough break for the Wolverines, as like you said, Pine delivered that ball, and Neshoba Moore had it just run through his hands and right into the hands of Liam Ouellette, who given a gift there and ran it all the way down to the 12-yard line, which is where St. Mary's will take over. Tough break for those Wolverines.
Yeah, you know what?
Devastating.
Now it's up to them to make a defensive stand again, that's all, and St. Mary's going to want to try and pad their lead.
All right, Blonda in the backfield. Tucker under shotgun. Blonda straight ahead. Looks some hard yards, about 4 yards on the pickup inside the 10 to 9-yard line. And
he's getting up a little slow there, Scotty. Some of these hard tackles are going to be paying. Is he getting up? Yeah, he is. Hard. He's running some hard yards on the inside there, and he ran into Keenan Busno there in the on the interior line, and Keenan laid a lick on him, and those are some hard-fought yards on both sides. Both of those players are going to feel that a little bit later tonight.
Yeah, Keenan Busno had himself a game. Both sides of the ball. 2nd and 7 from the 9-yard line.
38, Connor Torrance.
So they can get inside the 2 and gain another set of downs. As under pressure is
Arthur Vincent comes through, untouched for the sack on Matty Tucker.
And that'll bring out the field goal unit, which we saw just minutes ago, and we'll see if they can put this together.
Wow.
At this point now, you might want to see the field goal fake, right? And take it out of anybody's hands. And
okay, sorry, Noah Maldzuski eventually with that tackle.
Wow, you know what? Coach Boswell sent a blitz there, and Arthur Vincent was able to get home, and I can't help but think I knew his grandfather really well. We were really good friends, Keon, and Keon he always had the biggest grin on his face all the time, Scotty, and tonight that smile is just elated again. So
yeah, absolutely. Big 43, and I think there's the ball and another block, and
We got ourselves a block.
like White Pines has got the number on the field goal.
Road was lucky. White Pines
lucky with
ball
the
on the
stop.
35-yard line.
wow, Coach Batman with a block call, and I don't know if the snap was terrific for St. Mary's right there, but
The previous one, the snap was botched. That was a nice snap. It was just down in time and put up, and I don't know where they came through or the blitz they sent, but St. Mary's is going to have to shore up those splits, and it looks like the defense will have to come and save the bacon for this St. Mary's offense here with 5:20 to go. It's 30-14.
Coach Tucker out on the field trying to calm the kids down. First time I've seen him out on the field tonight. But, well, you know what? We're treated to a dandy tonight, Scotty. And, you can't help but love what's transpiring here tonight.
I find it ironic that you're asking Coach Tucker to calm your kids down. As Wislocky gets around end on that direct snap, then doubles.
White Pines pulling around the
Handoff.
stops. Nice little razzle-dazzle ends up in the hands.
Coach
Roll
Black
was
calls it
lucky. He was
razzle
around
dazzle.
the far
You
end.
call it shenanigans, but either way, it's fun to watch. And White Pines looks like they have
Looks
enough
like
for the
your
first
Carton and Derboka in on the
Awful
tackle.
close, yeah.
We'll see the
First
swat
down, there it is.
First down.
Referee
First
Edwards saying first down, so.
All right, so here we go. Marching on is the Wolverines, 5:07 to go, and don't bother watching The Voice tonight. We'll give you updates at the end of the game here. This is where you want to be. Stay tuned on your YouTube channel here with Saultsports.com. Nice job, Pine, trying to get to the sideline. Nice pursuit by number 11.
Yeah, terrific.
Juma.
Terrific coverage there by
Number 11, Kieran
Juma,
Juma.
closing the run there on the outside from Garen Pine. So
Looks like he even blew a shoe on that play. So he's,
that was his play calling band. They pulled it right off his arm when making the tackle there.
Juma got his both wheels fastened and tightened. He's ready to go
Lost
again.
the 3 yards on
Lost
the
the 3
sack.
on the
Sets
play.
up
Makes it
second and
13. So let's see if Pine goes to the air on this one. 2nd and 13 with 4:40 to go now. Nice snap. He rolls out. And he recalls his own number. Tucked it
Pine
away.
taken down by Kean Derboka just as
Maybe
he
a loss
crosses
of
the
1
line
on the
of
play.
scrimmage.
Tackled by Kean Devroka.
I'm not sure if that was the play call there, but again, I would challenge Coach Robinson Wright to that play was down the field a little bit longer than I would have personally done. But obviously, you know what, Jordan's got a lot of experience, and he was a hell of a player at Cora. Sabercat organization, really, lives to love football. So he's making the calls over there, and I'm just like I said, they're a little big country, and I'm a little old school rock and roll, Scotty.
Yeah, little white snake, little poison. Little Jethro Tull.
I had a little warrant going on Cyrus Radio there when I got onto the field tonight.
Here's the punt, and he's able to get it off. A nice punt, returned by Carter. Carter's looking to return it, looking for a block. Where's the ball?
He's weaving his way through. Is he going to get all the way down the sideline?
He makes a cutback, but Wolverines are able to push
Carter
it
with a
about
terrific
32.
run back. Runs into a crowd. Comes out
There's a lot of left and right. I end up
Gets
losing
down around the
on him, but
somewhere between.
Yeah, it was
30
like he was on a
34
joystick,
yard
and
line.
Coach Monaco was guiding him down the field. But terrific run back. Carter's an elite talent, and he's definitely a game changer. And
Eventually tackled by
he
number 45.
took
Jacob
that after
Massage.
a really good kick by Neshoba Moore, and he brought that back about 25 yards. So
and those break your back when you get a nice kickoff. Your coverage is downfield, and looks like they're going to limit them to a short return. And then a guy like Carter just cuts loose and gets slippery enough to take it to the next level. And before you know it, you're back in your own territory. And Knights have it where Matty Tucker takes over in shotgun. Ball snap. He's going to look to the hitch. He's got Carter along the sidelines. Carter ends up leaping. He could get down, and he might go all the way into the end zone. And he's indicating touchdown.
Good
Is there any
pass
flags on the
To
play?
Nate Carter. He pulls off a hole and runs in for
There's
the
a highlight
touchdown.
reel.
33
Touchdown.
yards.
It's gonna
100%.
count. You might watch that on TSN tonight, folks.
Anybody that's watching tonight, go back and rewind the tape to 3:33 left in the third quarter, and he just literally jumped right over top of there. And, with those plays, you got to be really careful. But it worked for him tonight. But you know what? You got to be real careful with those because you've seen, earlier in the year we seen, Caleb Thibodeau try and hurdle somebody, not quite that eloquent, but he got hurt on that. He would have come crashing down, but elite players make elite plays. So hats off to Carter on that one for sure.
They call that the kneecapper, and he was able to pull that one off. And like I say, got into the end zone. A beautiful play. Like you said, 3:33. Go and look at that one. As the ball's intended to Carton. Nice job by Hallsworth to get up and bat that down.
Well, batted down by number 3, Tristan Hallsworth.
Referee Donnie Chow getting in on the flag parade, and I don't know. This one might be against White Pines, lined up in the neutral zone here. They were awful close to the line. Defense. Yeah, and that's what it is, Scotty.
All right.
So White Pines is going to get a second chance at this. St. Mary's is going to get a second chance at this, and see what they're going to call.
Don't look now, Coach, but soon comes the time where we have to pick our team essentials. Wendy's Sault Ste. Marie players of the game. We'll award a player of each of these teams the player of the game award, and they will receive a gift card and a T-shirt courtesy of Team Essentials and Wendy's Sault Ste. Marie. So lots of great people to choose from, a lot of great athletes, a lot of great moves, a lot of great plays, including that last one to Nate Carter. Fun to watch.
Yeah, they sure are taking their time spotting this ball here. That's quite a bit of extra time St. Mary's got to get that play call. And you got to think Coordinator Caruso's struggling to get the play call in and, see what St. Mary's has dialed up here for their extra point on this conversion.
They don't go to their quads, so don't want to tip the hat on that one anymore, and they elect to give it to Blondin. Nope, Tucker's going to keep it, and he's going to be able to run it in for the 2.
Tucker's
excellent 2-point conversion. So
we got a man down for St. Mary's in the interior line there, number 50.
That's Pascuzzi, I believe.
Mateo, good friends with his dad. Unfortunately, Benny passed away a couple of years ago. We grew up going to the same grade school, and Ben was also my personal lawyer, not to mention my friend. And I'm sure his dad's out there. Glad to see him out there playing.
And a great job, a great teammate. He was our captain back in '88 when we went on and had some success. And of course, student council president and a great guy, one of a kind character. And hats off to Joanne and Mateo, and like you said,
Vanessa
Benny's
too,
watching.
and Vanessa.
Don't forget Miss Vanessa. She would remind you of that for sure. So 2 points are good. Scores 38-14. White Pines Wolverines will need to capitalize here as we dwindle to the end of the third quarter here. Well, we got a chance. I wanted to shout out to Batchewana and everybody watching Batchewana. Miss Ellen, I know you're lonely. Your friends will be home soon. Meanwhile, thanks for watching on Saultsports.com.
Well, there sure has been momentum swings all night long here, Scotty. Hit ups and downs and the ebbs and flows of the game, and we've been treated to a dandy so far.
Another nice kick by Vecchio, this time only to the 20. And looks like we can make the corner. He might have a chance to show him more. Moving. Does he try the hurdle? No. He takes on the tackler Vecchio and reaches forward, trying to get past the half midfield.
Terrific run back. It's clear.
Beautiful run back. He just maybe missed one block to get free and able to turn the corner as number.
Can't tell. Looks like a 4, maybe Arthur Vincent down there.
Vincent, who's had himself a whale of a game so far. So we hope that everything's great there. And
he's a pretty tough customer, and I got to think that they're not really pointing to too much. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him and roll him over to his back, get him checked out, and
it's easy on those special teams plays to be running full speed and have a crackback block or just get entangled up with somebody and fall on the wrong way and take the wind out of you. So
only takes me about 3 steps to get up to full speed, and that's pretty much the max, Scotty. So
even faster to get winded, eh?
But back to the original play here in the show more, giving the White Pines team all the run back all the way to the center yard line. So terrific. No fight. Nobody's giving up. This is a terrific fight tonight, and hats off to this White Pines team, coming from nobody, having a team last year to where they've evolved to right now, and the future is pretty bright down there at White Pines. Can't be better for football in Sault Ste. Marie to have 4 teams playing on a consistent basis at a consistent level.
And the parity is going to come, and the league leaders, the perennial Cora, St. Mary's superpowers are going to give way to much parity in this league. The Superior Heights, again, who play tomorrow night against the Cora Colts, are an up-and-coming team, and like you say, the culture that they're building at White Pines with Coach Baz and his crew is nice to see. They're going to graduate some junior players up to these senior ranks, and some of these returning players are going to believe in the system and trust the process, continue their preparation. They're going to be a force to reckon with, and like you said, in a year or two, maybe sooner, you're going to see some great games at this level, especially in the playoffs, as these teams continue to progress and make strides. So,
and based on what I understand, Scotty, I don't know how many. I don't think they're losing many at all for next year. So you know what? This is a great nucleus to start with, and they're going to graduate a couple of kids from the junior program, and it's only going to help them flourish. And if they can get a great grade 9 class in there for that junior team, the coaches down there are doing a terrific job, working hard, and if they can start building momentum, it's better for all sports in all of Sault Ste. Marie. So.
Yeah, and we talked about some of these junior players of the White Pines that today were a big impact on their team's performance. Although in a losing effort, you have Marquis Strawbridge at quarterback. If Pines back, maybe you throw him back out to receiver where he played last year for Cora. You got Jacob Day, who had a big game. DJ Pine running the ball. They come up next year. We talked about Hassan a lot, and then some of the big guys on defense, J.D. Boyer. You talk about Ethan Surratt, who won our player of the game today, or honorable mention at least, was they're going to come up and just bolster an already strong lineup. And even some of these guys that are in grade 12, they might start believing in what they're doing, and they might want to come back for a victory lap, as a lot of them often do, and could mean much more progress and much more results that much sooner. So.
Looks like Arthur with a little bit of a knee issue here, but he's up walking on his own power, a little gingerly at that. But they got him up, so it's nice to see he's walking off under his own steam. Unfortunately, he's an integral part of their team on both defense and offense. Hopefully, he can shake this off, get a little bit of rest, and get back in there.
Yeah, he's having himself a great game on offense and defense, so I hope Mr. Vincent is back in the lineup soon. Have to take his mandatory three-play snap spot. And Pine is back under center, hands it off to Keenan Busno. Busno's trying to run away from the defenders, but he's swallowed up pretty good after
Busno gets back
gain
to
of
the line
about
of
2
scrimmage
maybe.
before being corralled.
Yeah, stand-up play there by the St. Mary's line, and making sure he didn't get any yards.
So at 2:57, White Pines looking to trim this deficit. They're down 24, 38-14 in this third quarter. A reminder also again that Cora Superior Heights tangle up tomorrow in the senior final or semifinal at 7:30 tomorrow. You'll also see St. Mary's Knights versus the Superior Heights Steelhawks in the junior game at 4:45, and we'll be happy to
incomplete
cover it for you here on Saultsports.com, Truos Radio. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for supporting these Sault Ste. Marie high school athletes throughout the season. Don't forget, next week we have the junior final going Thursday evening at 7:30, and on Friday the 2 finalists for the senior loop will battle at 7:30 at this Fott Fieldhouse. Looks like a time dilation for the Wolverines.
Yeah, they were going to elect to go for it here, but this is going to cost them 5 yards, it looks like, for a delay game. So
I might change the play call. Might force a punt. No?
Oh, it's on St. Mary's. So I don't know what the play call was there. Maybe they had objectionable conduct there. We're going to see, because they can't, maybe they...
Yeah, objectionable conduct against White Pines. No,
against St. Mary's. It was against St. Mary's. He pointed in the wrong direction.
So the referee got confused.
Oh, that was a free first down for White Pines.
And you know what? In a closer game, that could be very detrimental, as there's a that a triple reverse? But thrown up, and the ball's in. Oh my goodness!
A little bit of a
Almost
flipper there.
picked off. Almost caught again by Neshoba Moore. Thrown into triple coverage there, and
Yeah, you know
Moore
what?
get away with that one.
Colin Meade got in the backfield and impeded that, but he had Neshoba Moore far behind the St. Mary's defenders, and he was open. So a little bit more shenanigans, as Coach Boswell calls them, and it almost worked again. So
They're fun to watch and confused a lot of people, so they might end up going back to that. I think regular sure-handed Carton had that ball go right through his hands. Vecchio also in near the pick, and Blair Boudreau as well on the secondary for the St. Mary's. So the direct snap to Neshoba Moore. Neshoba Moore's going to launch it, and he's got a great arm. He's got a man open. That's Pine. Does Pine come down with it? He does. Beautiful.
Neshoba Moore
Go into triple
downfield.
coverage again. Let on the cover, and he's able to haul it in.
For a first
Is
down.
there anything that this Garen Pine doesn't do?
well, you know what they say, he's a tremendous athlete, and I got to watch him on the basketball court a little bit last year, and
Tackle by number 3.
it was a great play call.
He probably
And,
doesn't empty the dishwasher, and that's about the only knock I would have on Garen Pine.
Yeah.
I'll have to check with Mom Sherry to see if that's true, but he might even do the dishes. This guy can do everything. Number one, throwing the ball, running the ball. Beautiful catch.
They didn't see your flag that you were throwing over there.
All right, so they take over, or they continue their march. Ball's tipped, and tipped directly to
Quick pass is
Neshoba Moore,
tipped.
looks like, unless it was McCorkle on the catch.
But it is caught by number 3, Tristan Hallsworth.
Tristan Hallsworth, my mistake, is the receiver after a tip into Hallsworth's hands. Gain of about 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up. 58 seconds to go in this third quarter. Terboka on the stop. And I'm sure Dad Darren and Mom Jocelyn are watching. His brother Ronan in Sudbury is probably tuning in on Saultsports.com, watching Mr. Terboka. As the ball goes up the middle, McCorkle looks like the carrier. 44 for St. Mary's.
Looks like they're going to be about a yard short, Scotty, or
Wing
maybe a
Shawada
yard and a half,
carry.
maybe 2.
Wingback Shawada.
I think for this point
Cole
of the game,
Carrillo
down
on the tackle.
24, Cole Carrillo on the tackle for the St. Mary's Knights. I think we're going to go for it on 3rd and 2 here.
I'll guarantee they're going for it. And, we had a little shout out to Danny Carrillo earlier, and not sure if he's here watching or still at home watching, but great tackle by his son there on that play.
Well done, Cohen. Having a great season. And handoff inside, or outside rather. And it goes McCorkle. He's got enough for the first down inside the 10. It looks like it'll take it down about
tackle by
9-yard line. So they'll have to do the long march down the other end of the field to head north.
They're going to Twisted Sister here and march us all the way down to our viewing area.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned, what a great game so far.
Well, you know what? You couldn't ask for better than this, Scotty. We always want to see a competitive game. Anybody that says they don't, not a true fan, in my opinion. So, competitive game. You have your right to cheer for whatever team you want, but competition is great, and it only builds character and it builds ability. So.
And again, you have your favorites and you have your underdogs, and it's always great to root for the underdog. Although my son's playing for the Knights, I certainly enjoy watching the Greens show up, and both the junior game and the senior game. They lost the earlier game. These guys are still in it, and they're fighting and battling, and that's all you want. You teach all those things. Never giving up, perseverance, working through adversity and injuries, and these guys have it in spades. These Wolverines are certainly proven themselves to be a worthy opponent, and have a chance here to challenge.
Iron sharpens irons, and adversity builds character, Scotty. So, this is going to make both teams better going forward, and, St. Mary's is going to have to come to bring it, whoever their contestant on The Price is Right is next Friday dance, and, we're going to see how things shake out here, but still lots of game left. We're just going to start the fourth quarter, and White Pines has the ball on the St. Mary's 11-yard line.
And if it weren't for a few big plays by the St. Mary's Knights, it'd be a much closer game score-wise, but the Wolverines holding their own as number 2 scampers in. He's going to go. Number 2, Keenan Busno taking it to the house, and there turns a little fight. That makes it 38-20, so inside 18. analytics tell you go for 2 here? Are you happy to just take the one?
100% go for 2. You've got to get back in this game. You're down 18 points, so, But Coach Robinson, right, terrific play call there. You see how he was elated on the sideline for that score. So you know what? Credit to him. This was a first-year senior team, and he's jumped in here, boots in, boots on, and calling a terrific game this evening.
Yeah, and Busno looking as fresh as he did in the first quarter, which is tough because he's playing special teams on both sides of the ball. So nice job by Busno getting it in. It looks like Pine's going to try and scamper. He's got the corner. He gets to the end zone, and he's good for. Nope, they're marking. Stopped about the
1 yard line.
Point after is no good.
Nice job by the St. Mary's defender then, because I thought he had enough to fall forward and enter.
I think had Guerin turned upfield just a little bit earlier than that, he might have had a better shot to catch the defender rolling to the outside there. And it's tough when you're on a defender, and when you're squared up, it's a lot easier to take it. But when you're running stride for stride with somebody, it's hard to stop his momentum going forward because your momentum's going forward. So, hats off to that defender over there. He made a terrific tackle and prevented Pine from getting in the end zone.
All right, so it looks like the St. Mary's Knights offense will come back on the field. And I think if you're White Pines Wolverines, you make this powerful offense come a long way, and so you would probably expect a deep kick here.
Well, if I'm Coach Batman right now, I am 100% not kicking the ball to Carter or Blonda. He's got to make a smart decision here. The squib kick, could be one of those things in play right now. But if you're going to kick it, you might as well kick it so where that one of the players that's not one of the star athletes on St. Mary's. So I don't care if you kick it to the lineman and he goes down right away. I'd rather kick it to him than give any momentum back to the St. Mary's Knights on the run back. So.
And a lot of times you see these kickers out-kick their coverage, right? So the coverage doesn't get down. They have the returner has a chance to find a lane and seam and run it back for a big one. But let's see who's back here for the. Looks like Vecchio is back for the Knights to receive also.
Breeze to kick off.
We got Noah Boyer back there as well in the middle.
Okay, so it's a script kick. Looks like Boyer will take it, and he's a big runner. Ran a lot of running back in junior. He's able to turn the corner. He's scampering forward.
Boyer
past the 50. A nice job returning
nice that. Return. Gets out to about the 50.
So again, like you said, nice job. Pretty deep kick. Decent return by Boyer, but eliminated the big play capability of a Carter or Blonda, like you mentioned.
Yep, for sure. We're going to see what they have dialed up here on their first play here. So we'll see what Coordinator Caruso has in store.
Still got Tucker in there, so only up 18. Got to stick with your starters and finish this off as according to plan.
I'm sure St. Mary's wants to get up another score here and push back on this White Pines team that's fighting hard here. So
looks like these receivers are lining up offside, but no call on the play. Yes, there is. And there's Blonda. He's got to look inside. He's got a man blocking. Gets down Blonda inside the 40 to the 36-yard line.
Tackle by number 7.
Yeah, definitely. St. Mary's guy was over the line. You called that right away. So referee Chow was all over that. Oh, I don't know what referee Chow was calling there. You could blatantly see that the St. Mary's receivers were over the line, and he called that on the St. Mary's defender. Well, I don't know what they're watching, but I'm watching the game, and we had a pretty good vantage point for here, so referee Chow called them for being in the neutral zone.
He called the penalty against the defense?
Yeah, he called the penalty against the defense.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm beyond.
So, fortunate bounce for the St. Mary's Knights as they move the ball forward, gain an easy first down inside the 40 to the 36, and they hand the ball out to Blonda. He'll run the ball hard again as he's still on the.
Knights go back to Blonda
on his feet, but wrapped up by 3 or 4.
Looks like Keaton Busno.
White Pines Wolverines, Keaton and Busno, Tristan Hallsworth in among those making the big tackle.
A little bit of help.
Looks like big 44. No, is that 94 maybe? All right. right, so we don't have a 94 on our roster here, but
Can't tell because his jersey's rolled up a little bit. It is a 94 here, but
right,
we
so
don't
we'll
have that number
have to
on
get
our
that number
sheet.
for you, but he's having himself a great day on the interior on the defensive line, so we'll try to get that for you. As Tucker takes a snap in shotgun, hands off. No, he's going to keep it. He's got to roll out. He's got Carter deep, but he might not be able to reach him. Carter comes back to the ball, does a nice job, and he might even score as he wanders
Touchdown,
in.
St. Mary's.
Beautiful play by Tucker to Carter. Nice adjustment to come back to the ball and
Matty Tucker
curl in
scrambles.
for
Looks deep.
the touchdown.
Well, we called it earlier, elite
Carter
talent
comes
making
back
elite
for it.
plays
Snap
and
return for the major.
being game changers, right, Scotty? So he's tough to guard one-on-one, and, you know, that was a little bit of a scramble on the Tucker part here, but he was able to get the throw down to Carter, and Carter made it happen.
Yeah, so that puts that extra point on, 6 points on the board, 44-20. Looking like they're trying the overload again. Sure, whoever they face next week, if they go on to win this one, is going to be very familiar with this from all the film. They're going to roll back into kicking formation, settle for the single, unless Tucker raises his knee and rolls it out. Little tough snap again. They'll have to anchor that down if they are going to proceed to next week's final.
Yeah, those will be different change
Kick is up and good, 45-20.
change makers in the when you get down on the nitty gritty. So you can't have those happening for sure.
Yeah, and we talked about that, especially in tight games. Your penalties are going to come back to haunt you. Your special teams, the botch snaps, the bad exchanges, all those little things, the intangibles that is hard to teach and even harder to perfect. You're going to need to shore those up, especially in the finals and moving on this season. So while we wait for this kick, we are going to thank our corporate champions, Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, Northern Sports Excellence, Freeze Frame Photos by Bob Davies, Wendy's of Sault Ste. Marie, Team Essentials, Maximus Rose, Elite 8 Basketball Academy, and True House Sports Radio. And if you'd like your business sponsored or highlighted rather on Sault Sports TV, contact us at saultsports@gmail.com. We're also available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So check your social media. Follow us on Saultsports.com. And we're going to be here again tomorrow, bringing you the coverage of the junior and senior semifinals, with the finals going next week, Thursday evening at 7:30 at the Field House here at Spirit Heights.
Kick off.
And the senior final on Friday. High school football, no better place to be. 10:20 to go, 45-20. The Knights up over the Wolverines. Moore, McCorkle back for the Wolverines. Vecchio again doing the kicking duties for the Knights. Look, almost offside again, but no flag on the play.
So there'll definitely be a flag on this now.
Kick.
That ball's going to come back.
Kick out of bounds.
Ball lands
Not
on
what
line.
Vecchio was intending, but they'll move that forward, and Wolverines have a decent position there to start their next drive.
Yeah, you know what, Scotty? I'm watching these kickoffs, and St. Mary's has been offside again on their kickoff, and referee Edwards is right there, so I'm not sure if I didn't see anybody else on this side looking for coverage, but I gotta say that they've been getting away with kicking it offside almost every time they've kicked the ball tonight, and on this particular instance they kicked it out of bounds, so that's going to be the play call here. So I know Coach Bazo is going to accept that for sure, and White Pine's going to take the ball on the 40.
And again, maybe at the end of this game, the referees, just to mention to the coaches on both sides, you know what, keep an eye next time. We give them a little pass on this one, but going forward, got to have them on side. That's an easy one since you're starting from a standstill, right? So you're not going on the snap of the ball, and you should be behind your kicker, and should be relatively easy. But what I think is easy is obviously a little bit of a challenge for these athletes. Number 2, Kenny Busno with the carry. Gains about 4. Noah DeValentin with the stop on the front 4 for St. Mary's.
And we keep calling that name out tonight, Scotty Noah DeValentin. Stellar play by him tonight.
Yeah. And he's also going on both sides, both the offense and defense, so he's having himself a game. And as Meade chases down Pine, he's able to throw it away. He's got a man deep. Moore reacts back to the ball.
There's a
Breaks
flag on the
on
far
Liam
side,
Willett.
so I don't know what this play
You
is,
have a
so we're
flag
going to
on the
find
play.
out.
That's usually a hold against your offense, maybe.
I don't know, Scott. It didn't happen until they were way over there, so.
Oh, okay. Either way, a nice play by Neshoba Moore.
White Pines.
Procedure, so another one that negates a great big gain.
Second down, repeated 5 yards.
Oh, that's a tough pill to swallow. I don't know how to
procedures
procedure
against
that
White
far
Pines, that'll
into
back
the
them up
play.
5
Must not have
yards.
been on the line of enough
Never
people on the
really
line
know.
of scrimmage or something. I didn't get a chance to see that, but
Yeah.
I don't know, that flag came out really late, so I'm not sure what he saw over there, but that flag, the play was already running, and then he decided to throw the flag, so I'm not sure what he saw, but obviously he's getting paid to referee the game, and I'm getting paid to announce it, so I'm just going to put a question mark there.
And that's tough. One is a nice completion downfield to Moore, and that would move the balls and the sticks for a new set of downs. They're back to 39-yard line, which brings up 2nd and 11. And again, I like that decision to pass. Pine to Moore has been pretty successful today. As Pine rolls out, same play, or same design anyway, looks deep, and he's got Moore again. Not bad coverage
Pass
for Mr.
intended for
Liam
Mr.
Willett on the play. Pass intended for Moore.
Liam Willette's had a great game defending the ball
Liam
tonight,
Willett.
and
Excellent.
him and
defensive
Neshoba
play.
Moore went up to fight for that one.
Good
That would have
ball.
been definitely a first down had Neshoba come down with it, but terrific defensive play there by Liam Willette.
Well done. So that'll bring up 3rd and 11. I think you might go for it at this point, see if you can get some more points and trim the deficit again. It's not a foregone conclusion that the game is out of reach, but you might want to extend this drive and
100% you got to go,
You're gonna
Scotty.
go for
It's
it,
9 minutes down. You're down 25 points. 3/8 gets you to 24, not even. So you're down almost 4 scores now. So Coach Robinson Wright seen something that wasn't right. So this could be one of those play calls.
shenanigans.
White Pines.
I don't know.
Timeout.
Coach Boswell doesn't look thrilled over there on the sideline on that, and he didn't want to waste the timeout yet. So.
However, you see the gamesmanship. They're down 25, and they're still thinking, we got a chance. We got to call a timeout, get the right play. Maybe we can stun them with this one early. And
Well, right from the get-go, the White Pines Juniors showed they were in this for the long haul tonight, and they never quit the whole game. And now White Pines Seniors took the ball after the juniors, and they're showing resolve tonight, and they're not giving up either. So.
yeah, it's been treated, like we said earlier, I keep referring to the earlier game and earlier in this game, the great action, the super play, the wonderful football we've been treated to, and hopefully that'll continue tomorrow and on to next week for the finals. So if you got nothing to do, come on out, make plans for spend the day with us tomorrow, 4:45, your junior start, 7:30, the semifinal between the Cora Colts and the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Be here tomorrow, and then again for the finals next Thursday and Friday at 7:30 each. Ball is thrown, another flag on the play.
Ball lands.
Referee Fitzpatrick in on that one. So.
Pass intended for Hallsworth, falls incomplete. And we'll have to see what the flag is.
We'll be watching for referee Edwards on what the play call was. Could have been a hold.
Be a number of things here.
False. Illegal touching.
Against the White Pines.
Yeah, so St. Mary's is going to take the ball over there. So,
Decline that penalty.
yeah, that's an unfortunate penalty. After calling a timeout, you come out of a play like that. False start, and penalty is declined. So, I'm not sure how that worked. But
Downs, 1st and 10, St. Mary's.
A lot of things confusing Coach Ray Baswell here in the booth today.
usually they don't get me too many on the calls there. I'm pretty well versed after spending a few years doing this, and kind of caught me off guard on that one. So I'm not sure. That flag was awful late, and referee Fitzpatrick saw something, and he's got the bird's eye view down there in the cheap seat. So
Yeah. Any officials are always good when we ask them for a clarification on it, to explain it, set us straight so that we can bring the information to you and inform ourselves so we know what the penalties and infractions are worth and how it's called. So nice job handing off here. McPherson's going to carry. An unusual carry for him.
Hand off to
but,
Jack McPherson. He gets a couple yards.
gains a couple
Hutchins.
yards. Brought down by
Ian
Hutchins.
Busno on the tackle.
Well, we've been treated to another great game here, Scotty. We're winding down around the 8-minute mark, and we still got another night of football tomorrow. And as we've been apparently dubbed, the Baz and Buzz show is going to go on again tomorrow night from our buddy Danny Carrillo. So, hopefully we get another great night of football, and Mother Nature cooperates tomorrow night as well.
Yeah. I don't usually party like this two nights in a row, but hanging out with the Baz has been a slice, and we're going to be excited to bring you that doubleheader again tomorrow. We mentioned the senior final being the Cora Colts versus Superior Heights Steelhawks, and in the junior action at 4:45, the St. Mary's Knights versus those same Superior Heights Steelhawks. So join us for a beautiful day of football as
Tucker
goes deep to McPherson, and he had him
calls it
just
complete.
unable to run under it. And
That ball was
Nice
a little
ball.
bit duckish, I got to say, Scotty, because
David Kirk.
young Jack McPherson was wide open in behind the line, in behind the defense, and he would have had a walk-in touchdown, but that ball wasn't as crisp as Tucker's been throwing them this evening. So
that's it. Number 24 also, Carney was available on the crossing road. Did he seen him and across the middle, but elects to go to McPherson, incomplete with 7:59 to go, and that's a third down situation. Carter looks like he's back to punt. I imagine that they're going to try to pin him deep, maybe even score some points, pin him into the end zone, look for the Rugi.
well, they're calling some plays out here.
More McCorkle.
Trying to get 5 off the field, so Lutzy managed to
Delay a
get
game.
Timeout St. Mary's.
No timeout. Wow.
so St. Mary's has to waste one, and it's a good thing to drop 25 points because those lost timeouts can really wreak havoc if you need them later in a tight ball game. But keep in mind, Coach, we have to pick our athletes of the game, sponsored by Wendy's, Sault Ste. Marie, and Team Essentials. We'll bring the winners of each of those teams, the players of the game, present them with a gift card from Wendy's, Sault Ste. Marie, and a tee from Team Essentials as that player of the game. So some great honorable mentions coming up, and then we'll have to pick our winners. Some great athletic feats out here, some great plays. We'll talk about that in a few minutes here and break it down, bring you those winners towards the end, last couple of minutes of the game.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be a multitude of players to choose from tonight. Some really standout play from a lot of players on both sides. So, with a score of 45-20, obviously seen some play on both sides of the field, offense and defense, and going to be a little tough decision for us to make this evening.
McPherson into long snap for the Knights, not his usual position, so must have had an injury or something awry. McCorkle bobbles it on the one and is tackled in the end zone by number 22,
McCorkle
Blonda.
bobbles the ball.
Looks like the ball is loose, but
Gets
I'm going to
tackled
say
almost
that they're going to
immediately in the end
be
zone.
tackled in the end zone. That'll be a rouge. As Blonda goes downfield and makes a nice special team tackle, throwing McCorkle to the ground after he jumbled it on the one, and it carried him back into his.
That was pretty close to no yards, so I'm not sure. I didn't get a chance to see that. I turned my head, but
is there a flag on the play?
no, there was no flag, but it was awful close.
Might have got away on that?
Yeah, but referee Crowley was right down there on the line, and he's pretty good at watching that. Him and referee Condon are having a discussion as to where the ball was here and whether they had enough room. So I don't know. They're having quite the discussion here. We're going to see what they're going to talk to referee Edwards about and see where the ball goes. So
that's tough too, because you make such a nice play there, and especially in the end
That's a
zone.
rouge.
Especially in the end zone, hard to measure those 5 yards. You can't look at this.
yeah, when kids are running full speed, it's tough to watch. So if it was you and I out there, they'd be able to see that there's lots of room.
It's slow motion. Got all kinds of
White
time
Pines get the
to
ball under him, 35.
Anyway, there's the
7:48
points on
remaining.
the board. 46-20 is your score. 7:48 to go. White Pines will have another crack at it. And they've moved the ball well. They've had some nice positive gains here. A couple of positive yards, a couple of nice receptions returned because of penalty. But Pine is back to throw. And he throws a nice strike, but to number 20.
Well, I don't think he was ready for that one.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
Xavier
Sets up
Rowlandson,
2nd and 10.
your intended receiver on that. Coverage by Vecchio on the play. While we take a break in the action here, I wanted to remind everybody, too, that we got a lot of Sault Ste. Marie boys playing in the Ontario Championship for the St. Clair Saints.
Just a reminder,
Hosting,
tomorrow afternoon,
I believe it is London Beefeaters.
Play the Spear Heights Steelhawks
In the final on
action.
Saturday evening, I believe, down at
And
Acton
Superior
Field.
Senior take on
So-
the Senior Colts.
Best of luck to those St. Clair Saints. And we'll talk about them in a bit. As nice coverage by Juma on McCorkle, but
not
he gave
that
him
good.
a
He was
flag.
he was on top of his back there. Scotty was giving him a piggyback, and he was there way too early. So that's got to be pass interference, I got to think.
A little too early,
And once
Mr.
again,
Juma,
next
but
week, City Finals will
McCorkle-
both be under
there's two
lights,
flags,
7:30
so
starts.
Referee
Thursday for
Fitzpatrick
junior,
getting in on
Friday
the
for
action
senior.
again.
We hope to see you here.
So one's definitely a pass interference, and I have no clue what referee Fitzpatrick had. So
and I'm looking here at the roster for the same St. Clair Saints that we spoke of earlier, and our Sioux boys that are down there playing, including Jesse Barella, who's injured, but he's a member of those Saints. Help me out with Carter's name, Nick Carter, brother of Nate Carter, who's down there playing, and Terry Dunster, Seamus Parlow, Daniel Bambaco, and I'm missing one more coach, remember?
no, you got me on a disadvantage there, Scotty.
5 or 6 of our Sioux boys, many of them Sabercats, that won the Northern Ontario Championship, vying for their second Ontario Championship in 2 months here. So
after all said
Barella,
and done,
Carter,
second and
Dunster,
5 for the
Parlow, and
Knights.
Bambaco. I'm missing one. I'll get that for you in just a short order here. As White Pines Wolverines take over, 2nd and 5. Pine looking to throw, but it looks like a broken play, but they're going to be called again. Looks like
there's another flag here, so it could
McCorkle
be
picking up on Juma.
it could be interference again here on the play. But we had earlier to that, Scotty, you were busy naming those names, and we had offsetting penalties, illegal touching, and then pass interference. And now referee Corelli's getting in on the action, so we're going to hear this call out here.
Yeah, and I think that was McCorkle on Juma again, crossing up the feet, and I believe that might be a pass interference, but we'll wait to see the official call here.
And it's going to be a first down for White Pines with the penalty.
Against
Down
the
White
Knights.
Pines,
That'll be
penalties
an
against the
automatic
White
first down for
Pines,
White Pines.
or events, the St. Mary's Knights rather. So with 7:05 to go, we're going to close this one out, 46-20. And thanks to my spotter in Kingston, Brandon Vecchio is the 6th member of the St. Clair Saints. Playing, as Pine has to take a knee to throw that ball after the bad snap. Launches complete to Wislocky, but that'll come back as an incomplete pass.
Yeah, he's got to go
Down
down
by
and just
contact.
try and field that up, but it's best that he got it anyways, and rather take the loss than a fumble recovery for sure. But wouldn't mind seeing White Pines pulling a couple more tricks out here, and just for the entertainment purposes only. It's very exciting to watch, so we're going to see what they got dialed up here at 2nd and
Don't
a
go
bunch.
anywhere. We've had a lot of circus catches, a lot of great action, and I just want to hear you say shenanigans again. So, Pine back, takes the snap. He looks to throw, and he's throwing up over to Hallsworth.
Pass
Incomplete.
intended for Hallsworth is a little high. Falls incomplete.
Looks
That'll
like
set up
there's some
third down.
confusion in the backfield as to where they're going with that one. Unfortunately, Keenan Busno was out on that one, and they had 45 in for White Pines and Jacob Lesage, and looked a little bit of confusion in the backfield. Players playing some positions that they may not be usually playing, and I think we're going to see what White Pines got dialed up. They're going to go for it on 3rd down, as we talked about earlier. They're down 26 points, so.
Yeah, let's see it. I'd like to see him look for Moore. Moore looked to be open on that last play. Let's see, he's coming in motion. There's the flicker. Here's that screen play. Incomplete as they look to pass to Wislocky.
Yeah, that was
Incomplete.
Garen Pine definitely rushed
Turnover
that.
on downs
He had more
versus
opportunity, and he had big number 44 for St. Mary's, Shawana, rushing in there, but I still think he had a lot of time to set up that tunnel screen, and unfortunately it didn't work for them, and They're going to be turning the ball over with downs with the clock counting down at the 5:47 mark on the White Pines side of the field on the 44.
So again, we will be discussing with the coach here, and we'll be bringing you your players of the game from Wendy's, Sault Ste. Marie, and Team Essentials. So as we deliberate, we have 5:45 to go. Knights leading 46-20. Again, make sure you join us on Saultsports.com tomorrow for another great doubleheader. Junior action kicks off at 4:45. Your seniors 7:30. It looks like McPherson is taking the snap for the Knights. Looks to play call the run here. He picks it up, takes it, calls his own number. He has a little bit of room. Gets to the outside. He's got to turn the corner. Runs back inside to take a big hit.
Terrific run by young Jack McPherson. He definitely runs a little faster than his Aunt Kaylee Healy if she's listening tonight. So
you're taking your life in your hands there, Coach. But
on the tackle.
Looking like a young Terry McPherson there, playing for the Collegiate Wildcats back in the day. But nice job by 81 to scamper out and get a first down. Looks like he'll come back under center. Sure, all he wants to do right now is throw a ball.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Complete the trifecta here. So.
Why wouldn't he?
So nice job by St. Mary's attempting to close this one out. McPherson takes the snap, another high snap. McPherson's got to get down, being pursued by number 7.
McPherson
and there's a
off the high snap. Tackle by number 7, Damian Hutchins.
Headed to the dirt. Nope, stay down, young boy. Stay down.
Well, he's definitely a tough customer there, and they're going to get off him. Just give him a little bit of time. He just threw his helmet, and definitely in a lot of pain down there, Scotty. So feel free. I can take care of the business up here if you need to get down there. But we're going to see what. I'm sure they got a terrific staff over there. I know Cam Coulter's out there helping out, so he'll be all ready to help.
And those tough snaps again, rearing their ugly head there, and McPherson unable to haul it in, bobbled it a bit, and was pursued by number 7 on the play. Damian Hutchins has had a good game. 81 up on his feet. Returning to the sidelines, he'll have to take a break, and their third string quarterback, Matty Tucker, coming back on the field here, number 8.
Well, you know what? It's great to see Jack up real quick there, and just a little frustrated. Maybe the wind knocked out of him.
As Mum is probably worried, but number 81 looks to be on his feet and returning to the sidelines. I think the coach will probably take him out for the rest of the game just as a precautionary measure to keep him and all his players safe for next week. Tucker takes the wheel again. 46-20 your score. I'm St. Mary's Knights. I run a few running plays, wind the clock down a little bit, try to get out of here. Like I said, live to fight another day with
dead ball foul.
No suspensions.
Conduct red, second down.
Dead ball foul, so it might be.
Yeah, and trying to see, obviously, objectionable conduct was the call, so one of the St. Mary's Knights didn't like what was going on out there and voiced his opinion, and referees rewarded him with a fresh 10 yards.
All right, so Tucker taking the snap. Ball is high again. Number 5 takes it. Lutzi's handoff, or the handoff to Lutzi, results in about a gain of 15 yards.
Little carry. Gets down to about the 25-yard line.
Down to 25. Nice run by Lutzi, spelling off Mr. Blonda, who's had a great game so far. Nice carry by Lutzi on the play. Tucker back under center. 3:42 to go.
Third down and 11, and looks like
St. Mary's going to go for it?
St. Mary's is going to go for it, so nothing to lose, up 26 points. No harm, no foul. Personally, I would have kicked it away and tried to get an extra point here, but obviously they see something that they like, and they're going to trust them to see if they can get that first down for them.
Well, might be an offside on the play, and it is. They got the flag. Carter gets it out on the flank. Going to run it. He's going to try to get
Pass to Carter is complete. He's run out of
11,
bounds.
runs
somewhere around
about
the
5,
50,
but I
we
think
do
it's
have
going to be
a
an
flag on
offside
the play.
against St. Mary's, so that'll back it up unless they'll decline that penalty and take over on downs.
Yeah, referee Fitzpatrick right in there in the no.
Offside, St. Mary's. That'll be declined, and White Pines will have the ball from about the 24-yard line.
Penalty going to be accepted? Did he make the first down?
They're moving the sticks. So
He must have made the first down over there, and so instead of taking the first down and giving it to them,
You got procedure, offense, only 6 men on the line of scrimmage. Third down repeated.
6 men on the line of scrimmage. Does that have to be enforced? Or?
yeah, 100%. They have to have more than 6 people.
No, but they can't decline that because on third
Well,
down.
no, because it would have been. I think he
Oh,
made
he
the
had
play
enough for
over
the
there. He
first
had
down.
enough for
Oh,
the first down. So
Sorry, I thought it was short of the first down. So my bad. Looks like a 3rd and 16 here. Tucker, ready for the shotgun. Ball comes. He rolls out. He's looking for somebody. He's on the run.
there's a holding
Nice
coming
pass.
back on the far side over there. Gotta
Nice
see.
reception by Carney. Short of the first down
Nice
by
catch
about 2
Nick
yards.
Carney. Short of the first down. We do have a
You said
flag
there's a
on the
holding
play.
play probably against St. Mary's.
Yeah, there was
Flag in the back
on the
end.
far side, so that's going to get declined if it's against St. Mary's, and White Pines will take over the ball here at the 15-yard line, I would assume. So.
All right, so 2:49. We're going to bring you the rest of this game and remind you that we are here 4:45 for the junior game tomorrow again here on Saultsports.com. 7:30 for the senior game, and we will find out who meets the Cora Colts in the junior final and who will meet the St. Mary's Knights if this continues as it's trending. The junior semifinal tomorrow will feature the St. Mary's Knights versus Superior Heights, and the senior matchup will be at 7:30 between the Cora Colts and the Superior Heights Steelhawks. So join us for another great day of football action. Remember that next week the Thursday final will be for the juniors
So
at
after all said
7:30,
and done,
and the senior final on
versus
Friday
then White Pines.
at 7:30.
And there's our
That's a
3-minute
good
warning, so
warning.
we're down to the nitty-gritty here, Scotty. We're going to have to come up with some honorable mentions and make a decision.
Perfect. As it's winding down here, we'll bring you the last few plays. White Pines back to throw, and he throws a laser, big dart. He can't connect with number 2, Keenan Busnell.
Pass intended for
What a
Busnell.
throw on a rope, about 35 yards for Pine there. So, pick who you want. Pick who you want. Yep, perfect. All right, so we're just conferring here, and okay, we're just conferring here with the coach, and we're going to bring you these plays inside the 2-minute mark here, or the MVPs, the players of the game for Team Essentials and Sue.
Well, I think
about
tonight,
White Pines.
Scotty, we'll hand out the honorable mentions here early. And as much as Carter and Blonda were a big part of the game tonight, I think I'm going to give them an honorable mention. And, I'm going to actually throw in Tucker in there too, because he had a hell of a first part of the game there. And so honorable mention to Carter, Blonda, and Tucker. As much as they stood out tonight, honorable mention for them. For White Pines tonight, I think, you just gave me a couple of names here, and I think we're going to give honorable mention to Garen Pine, Keegan Busnell, and Hallsworth. They had terrific games tonight. Can't say enough about both these teams putting on a spectacular display tonight and really giving us an entertainment. Anybody that came tonight got their $5 worth and more.
And again, back to 3:33 in the third quarter. When you see, you want to rewind, you want to see a highlight reel play. Check out Carter's leapfrog and rush into the end zone for the touchdown. But again, we're going to choose a few players of the game coming up shortly after this completion. Actually, the ball falls
Jump
incomplete.
ball lands
Liam
incomplete.
Willett, another great cover on that play intended for number 1, Garen Pines.
So I think we're at the 2-minute mark. I think we're pretty much safe here to, the game's well in hand. So athlete of the game for the St. Mary's tonight is Noah DeValentin. He was a difference maker in that interior line. He was making tackles and busting up plays. So for me tonight, Noah DeValentin was the MVP after our discussion, Scotty.
Very well. And Steve and Christina, congratulations. Your boys bringing home dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, and for the White Pines Wolverines, we've called his name several times over the course of the season, and he does it all for White Pines. Tonight they had him playing a little bit of quarterback. They had him playing receiver. They had him playing defensive back. He's done pretty much everything. Universal switchblade for the White Pines Wolverines, and Neshoba Moore is athlete of the game for the White Pines team tonight.
False start, that's declined.
And there's a flag on the play on 3rd down. A little bit of more shenanigans, some flea flicking back and forth, and pass incomplete downfield. That'll bring up the offense.
Procedure, green, decline.
Procedure on green is declined, so red will take over.
That's 1st and 10,
And I
St.
will
Mary's
bring
from 13-14 yard line. 2:23 left.
the offense on the field for one final strike.
Just a reminder, more semifinal action tomorrow. St. Mary's Superior Heights Junior, Cora Superior Heights Senior.
So once again from Saultsports.com and True House Radio, we'd like to wish the boss a happy last day of holidays as he's sitting, Jay Hauslander, sitting on the beach in his Speedo having a daiquiri. So
he's a lot warmer than we are right now,
Absolutely.
that's for sure. It's as much as it's been a great night, there's still a little bit of the fall chill in the air here. So, safe travels home, boss, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the senior game once you get off the plane. Rest assured, Shaw's got things under control down here. He's doing a terrific job while you've been gone. Credit to him. So.
it looks like the big jumbo package here has Will Iadance running 75.
Will Iadance with a beautiful run right up the middle.
The big fella rambling, scrambling, and having a good old time out
He
there.
gets to almost the 5 yard line.
Down to the 5, inside the red zone.
Well, they're practicing a couple of plays they might need in the final next week, so, it looks like he's going to stay in the backfield, and they might run that one more time. Coordinator Caruso calling that play in, and good luck to the St. Mary's Knights next week for their display tonight. Best of luck next week, for sure.
And a few substitutions in there. A.J. Romano, Mario Jackson in there in the offense for St. Mary's. And Tucker hands off to Iadance again. He's looking to rumble all the way into the end zone. He carries forward for the big fella.
Will Iadance runs it in for the touchdown.
And that looks like it's going to count with no flags on the play. So Iadance celebrating in the end zone. No flag on that play. But the score looks to be 52-20. 1:48 to go.
Scotty, we've talked a bunch there, and it might be a little bit biased as my son's over there coaching tonight, but some hats off to the entire White Pines coaching staff. Essentially it's like a new franchise over there getting rebuilt from the bottom up, and they've done a wonderful job. They made this a game tonight. Every one of those kids hasn't given up, and that's a credit to the coaching staff. So hats off to all of them, and to the teachers down at White Pines. Shout out to them, because you know what, they make a difference down there too. So shout out to all the teachers on both schools, but great job on the White Pines program tonight.
Yeah, great first year for them, and you mentioned the teachers, and they're the ones roaming the halls, encouraging the boys and girls to go out and represent their school, and especially in adverse conditions where you're going to go through the growing pains. There's a good chance that you're going to come up on the short end for the short time being until you emerge and develop into that home run program. So great job for them to bring a culture between the coaching staff and like you said, the administration and the teachers and the students and the athletes that come out and play. Congratulations to them. Don't be discouraged by your performance. You've represented your school and your city well, and to all these athletes, even the loser of tomorrow's game, that team will have shown progress all year, and we've set ourselves up, St. Mary's against the eventual winner of tomorrow for a great championship game, and St. Mary's doesn't get to this point without getting some great competition played against them by the Superior Heights Steelhawks, the Cora Colts, and these White Pines Wolverines. So great tribute to all these athletes and everybody involved, your volunteers, your officials. Thanks for a great season. It continues tomorrow. Make sure you join us here on Saultsports.com as Vecchio will kick off again to these White Pines Wolverines. And who knows, maybe a little last-minute magic with a run back all the way from Neshoba Moore.
Yep, for sure. And we're going to be treated to another dandy tomorrow night. I'm sure Coach DeSando and Coach Anna got everything ready to rock and roll tomorrow night. So
Nice boot by Vecchio. Kick to about the 17-yard line. Here's looking like the reverse is setting up. Nope. Neshoba Moore looks to cut it up inside. Nice
Moore
job
gets
by
back to about the 20 before being tackled.
Ringus Shawana
44
and Mateo
with
Rodriguez
Shawana with
on
the
the
tackle.
stop there for the Knights. And I think we got some
last kick at the can here for the White Pines Wolverines on offense. We got 1:40 to go in the game.
Ethan Neville. Got some subs in there for the St. Mary's Knights, getting a few licks here in preparation for the for the final game next week. You got 96 out there, Colin Meade doing his thing. You got some big boys on defense as they get their reps. 51 Scott Rassico in the middle there, looming large as a Sam linebacker. So here's another run by the White Pines Wolverines.
Yeah, unfortunately there it looked like he tripped over a foot, and number 30 for White Pines had the carry. That's the first time we've seen him carry the ball this evening.
Sagar Patel, so tough way to be initiated into the game, but
White Pines emptying their bench, getting everybody a little bit of playing time here. Great to see. Those kids practice all year long, and they may not see the field, but they're, don't sell them short. They're an integral part of the practice. So you got to have somebody to practice against, and good for him to get out there and get a play in or two.
Connor Torrance in there, number 46, number 90, Lloyd Hicks in there, giving her all they got, and
all the White Pines kids are congratulating him on getting in there and playing. So
absolutely.
Great to see.
Yeah. Live to fight another day as the Wolverines take on their last few licks here. Nice pursuit, a nice tackle by St. Mary's, maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Inside 106 here, 53-20 is the score, so looks like it's going to be the St. Mary's Knights advancing against the winner of tomorrow's matchup between the Colts and the Steelhawks. Make sure you join us for that.
Big shout out to Coach Monaco, legendary coach here at Sault Ste. Marie, getting another W, and his win column just keeps going up and up and up, and consider Jimmy a pretty good friend of mine, and terrific job he does year in and year out, and the amount of time he puts in. So, what a boy, Jimmy.
Pine is back to throw. He throws over the middle, intended for
Arthur Vincent, I think.
Is it Arthur? It was great to see back in the game. It is too. Well done, Arthur, to come back in there and late in the fourth, and pass intended for Vincent, but falls incomplete to the mat.
I'm sure we're going to see Coach Monaco take a knee here. Jimmy's class act, and hats off to the St. Mary's team. Well done on a great year, tying for first place in the regular season and getting that first semifinal victory here tonight, and they'll be off to the races.
And again, just a reminder too that moving forward, after we've settled a winner of tomorrow's final, both in the semifinal and the final division, or junior and senior division rather, the finals will go next Thursday for the juniors. 7:30 start, so a late game for the juniors, but 7:30 for the junior final. And the Friday will feature St. Mary's Knights versus either the Steelhawks or the Colts in the Friday night 7:30 battle for the ages. So they'll be vying for city championship rights with a chance to advance to NASA in the weeks to come.
Yeah, they're just letting this clock wind down here, and kudos to everybody tonight. Thank you for a great evening of football at the John Wayne Fott Memorial Field here. Terrific job.
Wonderful. Here's the last
gentlemen, that's the
they
ball
take a
game.
knee.
I'd like to congratulate
Saultsports.com and Trios Media. I'd like to thank you.
Next
Thank
Friday
you for
night.
joining us. I'd like to thank Coach Ray Bazwa
against Cora or Superior.
in the sound booth here.
But we would be remiss
I'm
if we
Scott
didn't
McPherson.
congratulate the
Hope to see you
absolute
tomorrow. Thanks for
fantastic
joining us
effort
again on
of
Saultsports.com.
the